Your whole weird body shakes when you do that, Aaron.
In my whole weird body.
Yeah, it's because like, you've got a big head up top, and then you're triangular shaped because you're leaning back.
Hi, everybody. Are we live?
Is everything good? Can they hear us?
I think we're good.
Chat, can you hear us? I think they can hear us. It looks good. Welcome.
We were so tempted to just leave that on the whole podcast.
It was an idea. Would have been funny.
And then you come in right at the end, and we make all the announcements.
Yeah, right.
Announce everything we want to announce.
You come in at the hour.
All right, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Glad you could join in.
Yes.
Speaking of announcements and stuff, hopefully you guys saw stuff on Twitter. That stuff was really cool, probably, right?
Social media stuff.
Social media things going out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Also, what's today?
Thursday.
Thursday. Podcast day.
Today's Thursday.
Yep.
Ah,
Podcast
yes.
That's
day.
why you're here
Podcast
watching the
day.
podcast.
Welcome.
So good. I see chat is happy because
Yep.
we can see them chat and talk. It's
I
great.
see a lot
Yeah.
of yays. That seems good.
Yays and nays, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that everybody is voting.
The chats have turned into horses. Is that what's happening?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's
What kind of
the
horse
case.
makes a yay?
I think we something happened. We turned off exercises for today too, right?
Oh, well, actually. I gotta keep my arm going.
Oh, you do have to keep your arm going. Why's that, Rick?
Because I got my first COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
The motion is the lotion, baby.
Gotcha.
Gotta keep
Gotta
that
keep it
arm
going.
moving. Gotta get blood into those muscles.
What are you
so it doesn't
rocking
get
there?
stiff.
Is that a 20?
It's 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You
That's why he has the weight turned away from the camera.
It's a
Damn you, 15s.
50.
That is a 20.
I saw a 5. Damn it. I thought it was 51 pounds.
Oh man. Yeah. So you got your first shot of 2, right, Rick?
I did.
Mm-hmm. Calvin,
Yeah.
I believe you as well.
I as well.
Yep. I get mine tonight after podcast.
Tonight.
Yep.
Nice.
Is there really no audio?
No,
No,
I can hear it.
Yeah,
I checked it. They're trying to troll
Oh,
it.
they're
Yeah.
trying to fuck us.
There's definitely
Damn,
audio.
They
There's
got
audio.
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
They're trying to check it.
Don't
All
listen
right.
to him, Aaron. They're trying to trick you on this day.
Hey, you know what?
trickery.
Wouldn't surprise me. if
Wait,
it happened.
today's a trickery day?
I mean,
Oh,
apparently.
man.
It's Thursday.
Thursday's a great day to trick anybody anyway.
Thursday is Thor's day.
Yeah.
Thor is not a trickery type. That's his brother.
Oh, well, which day is Loki day?
Monday, because you have to go back to work.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Right. Wednesday is Odin.
Okay.
Monday.
So
I
we
feel
have
like
those
Monday's
two.
a pretty low key day.
A low key day.
Yeah.
What's the low key day? Damn it, Rick. Damn it.
Anyway, how was everybody's week?
Well, I got my first thing of vaccination, which is
Oh.
pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a wild ride because it was like Ohio had like a, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4.
Yeah.
I feel like we skipped from phase 1 to phase 4 very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
So like, we were figuring, man, it's probably not going to be a few more months. Like, hopefully we get it by the end of the year. And then all of a sudden, bam, got him.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, I got
I'm
mine.
definitely excited.
What's that?
Yeah. I said I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
Sorry. I need to remember to speak up.
What?
I'm kind of low energy today. I had a rough morning.
Sure. Yeah, it can affect different people different ways. You guys have the double shot, I believe, right?
We got the Moderna.
I have the Johnson & Johnson, I think, scheduled for tonight. So whatever's going to hit me is going to hit me all tonight.
Probably.
So Falcon Winter Soldier might be fun.
Yeah.
Might not be, but I'll have a good time anyway.
Well, see, it might not hit you till this weekend because
That's true. Yeah.
It might be like you gotta get through like parts of your body and
Yeah.
it doesn't hit you right away. Maybe. I don't know.
Are you saying that it has more body to get through than me?
Yeah, like you get something that just hits you immediately. It's like when we were talking about L.A. and you're like, well, it couldn't have been rockets or whatever it was. It's like maybe it was, Calvin.
Yeah.
Just hit you immediely.
I do have a fast metabolism.
As far as good things of the weeks go, I beat The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Ooh, good.
Ah,
Wait, did you enjoy it?
oh, so good.
So good.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. Hell of a
So
game.
good.
Everyone needs to play it.
Hell of a game.
I got new.
It's a perfect example of good design.
Yeah.
Just the level design, the enemy design. It's all great.
It's great music.
Good.
Except maybe
Great
for the ice
sprite
dungeon.
work.
Fuck that ice dungeon.
Ice dungeon.
Ice
is tough.
dungeon.
Oof.
Yep.
Had a tough time.
Isn't it water levels that everybody always hates?
I mean, ice is just frozen water.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Rick, how many Zelda games have you played and beaten?
I've now beaten 2. The original, The Legend of Zelda.
You
for the
beat
NES.
the original NES Zelda game?
Absolutely.
Have you beaten the original
Oh,
Zelda?
yeah.
I've gotten in it and like there's things jumping around and shit. I went in a cave, got a sword. That's as far as I got.
I never beat the second quest.
Never beat
I mean,
a dungeon.
I did it with the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would help.
It would.
Did that come with the game?
I believe so.
It came with
At
it,
the very least,
but
my grandma had a map at their house.
Your grandma like made a map. What if,
No, I don't think so.
dude, you know that's what we should play that game. Like, do you know how to beat it now? Like, would
Yeah.
you like you can just go and beat it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I could beat a couple
It'd be
hours.
great to play it and like we make a map as we play it. Like,
Yeah.
fucking,
Well-
where are we? And Rick's trying to make it and draw the map as we go. Like, Rick, which way? Which way? We were
You know,
lost.
I would really
Traveling
like
circles.
you guys to play. It's an old game. It never fully got finished. Chapter 1 got finished, and you can play that and beat it. But it's called Excelsior. Chapter 1, Lysandia, and it's
similar to the Ultima games.
similar to the Ultima games. Like the characters are like ASCII symbols, and you're like going around. Yeah, I mean they're basically like
It's an old PC RPG.
yeah.
Like Zork.
No,
That's not an RPG. That's an adventure game.
yeah.
Well, they're the same thing. You're just taking a role and doing something, making choices.
Yeah.
Playing games.
Yeah.
And one of the great questions is like, what is an RPG? What defines an RPG?
Yeah, like, am I taking on the role of Link in playing an RPG?
Like for most of my life, I
no,
did not
you
think
aren't.
that The Legend of Zelda was an RPG. But now I'm like, but why isn't it? What makes it different? You're not
You're-
gaining
you're-
experience points,
You're
but
playing
you're gaining
the
health.
role.
Yeah, you get more health, you get more items. You're gaining experience personally by learning how to fight these creatures and combat them.
I think that's what people
As opposed
think
to, like-
a role-playing game is. You're playing a role that was laid out for you, rather than
Maybe. I mean,
making
to be
your
fair,
own
but,
role
like,
in the
Link,
world.
Link has no dialogue. He is the link from the player to the world of Hyrule. That's why he's named that.
Sure.
So you're meant to be engrossed in as this is you. That's why almost every Zelda game you can change your name.
But you can in Final Fantasy too.
Yeah.
You can change your name in that.
Sure.
And
But-
in
Yeah.
Dragon Quest.
The one thing that's interesting is, like, experience-wise,
And in Dragon Quest,
In, like-
you don't talk either.
in Legend of Zelda, you get stronger, and then you hit things harder,
Yeah.
and you level up. In Zelda, like, I feel like you learn from actually fighting and moving,
Yeah.
because it's all in real time. So, like, you learn how to fight these creatures more proficiently, or be able to dodge and not get hurt as much. So it's like a real-life experience that you're learning, and, like, just your skills. But I don't know.
Light has a good suggestion. There is a series where, like, the point of it is to make maps of the dungeon, Etrian Odyssey, which I've played. And those games are hard as hell.
I would play that maybe in a group.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I would play it alone, but I like the idea of, like, us working together to beat this game. You know, like that kind
Like
of stuff.
Zombie Ate My Neighbors,
Zombie My Neighbors.
which we did not beat,
Fucking
by the way.
that
Aaron,
game, man. That damn
because
spider.
you suck.
fucking- We also didn't beat Batman Forever, Rick.
We also didn't beat Moving Out.
Well, I mean,
We haven't like
we
played
haven't
it
played more,
that
but
much.
it
We
wasn't like.
also haven't beat our Pokemon randomizer.
Oh, we're getting closer on that. I got 5 badges, baby.
You were so happy of a chance to plug.
Trying to give you a segue into that.
We will be continuing that tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
at
for our Friday group stream.
Yep.
Indeed.
It's like our first like series. I feel like we've really had, because most games we kind of play a little
Yeah.
bit and then
Knife
we
fight?
move on to something. Yeah, but like that's just like there's no story or anything.
Oh, there's a
we
story.
Like Smash Brothers, we've come back to and we've
There's
played.
been reveals. There's been highs.
Predator,
there's been
we've come
lows.
back.
We did it with
played.
Halo Reach, but that was all in a
that
binge.
was in one
Yeah,
stream.
that was
though,
one
you know?
stream.
But if
That
we
was our
split that up in
500
the normal
stream.
ones, it would probably be as long or longer.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be kind of cool to like find some other like series that we can do in the future of like we're all gonna play either this game or like we'll work together for a game or
Battletoads?
sure. We also
Yeah.
didn't beat that one either.
Nah, not yet.
You know, it's another one we left behind. But we also Calvin showed back up and screwed it up, and there's only a 3-player game, and
I
we know
can
we know
commentate.
we know he can't handle the bikes.
We couldn't handle
Those
the
bikes were rough.
Those
Hey, I
bikes
got
are
us through
$1
it.
million.
Me and Rick both what? Not
What are we talking about?
Not those bikes. Did you see my Facebook post that I shared?
Yeah.
I tagged Calvin on Facebook. I saw this one. I was like, guys, got my stimulus check. I know what I'm spending it on. And it's from Pokemon Red. And it's like, bicycle, $1 million.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Now I'm having a lot of fun with that. So make sure you guys are coming back here at 3 p.m. tomorrow for more Pokemon.
Yes, and probably make fun of us and the choices we make and why we attacked a ghost with a normal type move, because it happens sometimes. Just not thinking.
Yeah,
Or
I
you don't
know. I
know.
think a lot.
Like that happens, right? Like, why the hell have I thunderbolted this ground Pokemon 3 times and it's not dead?
You get in that trance
No,
where you're
yeah.
like just grinding and you just, oh yeah.
That happened to me a lot
yeah.
when I was on like
Damn,
times
why am I
5
doing
speed.
this?
I'd just be clicking through as fast as I can. It's like, man, I'm just doing nothing. Maybe I should wait for this text to actually scroll and read what it's saying.
Read what it says.
Shit.
You're like
fucking
Calvin and I.
stupid.
You don't know 80% of the Pokemon, so you're looking at this like lamp. It's like, what's this weak to? I don't know. Probably not electricity because it needs it, right? So like, I don't know. Fire?
Water?
It needs electricity.
No. It's really fun. I earthquake.
Or you're like me, you just don't have a dragon, and then you're just fucked.
You sounded like Tweety Bird.
I did. I was playing in my Nuzlocke. A horde of Doduos showed up. All 5 of them just standing there on the ground looking at me. I'm like, well, fuck. What do I have? This guy knows Earthquake. That hits everybody. Use Earthquake. And then it didn't affect him. I'm like, oh, fuck. They're normal flying types. Not just normal types.
What was the
A
Pokemon?
Doduo.
Oh.
But they're not like sitting in the air going,
Yeah, they don't
They don't
fly.
have fucking wings.
there's no wings. So I'm like,
bullshit.
I'm just thinking like, it's a normal type. Because
Have you seen
Because
how
I
back
wouldn't have thought they were flying.
back when I played Gen 1, there wasn't a flying type. There was no energy for flying types. They were normal types, you
Yeah.
know? So I'm like, it's a normal typing. Earthquake. Didn't work. I'm like, damn it. They're
Does
considered flying.
Trio have wings?
No. The trio does not. It has
Am I saying that right? Trio.
Duduo, Dutrio.
Dudio
There's
and Dutrio.
Doug Trio.
Doug Trio
Shouldn't it be-
Doug Trio's the little
would get
thumbs.
earthquaked.
Yes.
Shouldn't it be Tri-Trio?
No. No, it's not. But yeah, no. The duos use their heads like a helicopter.
Oh, like Miles' tails?
Fucking stupid.
Could you? That'd be so hard. Oh man.
Miles Prowler.
I'd be so mad if I was using Earthquake and then that fucking thing started spinning his head and got rid of it. Damn it!
It'd be like the Inquisitor
pee-pee.
saber all over again.
Man.
How the fuck does this work?
But no, those have been fun.
Internet.
And sometimes I just forget.
Yep, it went down.
Don't realize what's going on. We lost internet?
Yep.
We are recording though, right?
It's back.
And we're back.
recording.
Ah!
We're a little bit framey. We're
Got
like
him.
6 frames a second now.
That's the joke. Our internet breaks every Thursday.
Such a funny joke.
All right. For this week for me, is there anything else that's been going on? I have not beaten my Nuzlocke yet. I was preparing to take on the Elite Four with my team that I had. I'm like, I'm just going to get these last couple guys up to level 50. They were in the 40s. And I want to get Thunderbolt for my Electrode because that'd be a good move for him. Because it has good accuracy, has good power. So in order to do that, I had to do a little mini quest. I went in and did this little mini quest to go get it. In the area where you do the quest is a new area where I could capture a Pokemon. It's like, well, let's see if anything shows up while I'm going through here that I need. I'll try to capture it. And there was a Magnemite. And I caught it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should use Magnemite, get it evolved. It will be electric and steel as opposed to my Electrode that's just electricity. So it was only in the 20s.
Yeah.
So I spent most of the time grinding that, trying to get it prepared while getting everything else. So now that's where I'm at, is waiting on leveling that up the rest of the way.
Gotcha.
So I can take on the Elite Four. And hopefully that level 50 amount will be good enough for me to take on the Elite Four. Because we've never beaten the game before. I don't know exactly what levels they sit around.
Yeah.
I don't know if 50 is going to be enough. I don't know if it's going to be too much. My biggest worry is I'm going to have like Cora be too high of level. And she's going to mess up.
Too high?
Yeah, where
Is that a problem?
people complain I was only using one Pokemon and just buzzing through all the gyms with Cora, who is big and beastie, and
Sounds like a fantastic way to get through the game.
yeah, I
Quickly.
guess it's boring.
Yeah, it sounds lame.
They want to see things die and stuff like that.
How about just
so-
struggle a little bit, Aaron?
And that's what they wanted. So I stopped using it so much. I've lost 3 Pokemon now. It made me sad, and that's where I'm
Well,
at.
good. That's what makes a good story.
I guess.
Steaks.
Good stories.
Eric likes steaks in his stories.
I like steaks in every story.
Do you have
Yes,
any steak
please.
stories? No steak stories? So, I had that. I also got a new VR game I was telling Rick about, which is very interesting. It's called Pistol Whip.
Pistol Whip.
Is it like
Okay.
super hot?
It is like Beat Saber.
Huh?
So like
but with guns?
So you stand in a spot like you do in Beat Saber, and like the track comes this way, and like it's really like you're going down a long hallway.
Yeah.
And as you do, I told Rick that it kind of reminds me of, you ever played those old arcade like light gun
rail
games,
shooters,
right? Where it's like you're just aiming, waiting, and then like something like runs across, like bah,
Yeah.
bah, just shooting at them all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where like as you go down, guys spawn and they start running across and they shoot at you and stuff, and you have to move your head to avoid bullets flying at you. And then there's also obstacles, so you have to move back and forth that. But you have a gun and you can shoot, and there's a modifier where you can dual wield, and you'd be like, ah.
Nice.
But there's also music, and you're supposed to shoot to the beat, and you get more points that way.
Oh.
So I'm like, man, this is even more, because I'm like, how do I shoot? I understand like doing that, but I'm like, man, I gotta time my pow, pow. Like I'm like,
yeah.
this is
it's
hard.
Not just like a general motion. You have to like be on target and waiting for the shot.
But is it based on when it hits them? Is it based on me shooting? I'm like, how does this work? Like,
it should be the report from the muzzle, right?
I don't know. So I'm still getting used to it. I've only played it like one time really, but it's kind of cool. And there's like some different types of looking pistols you can get, and you just point down on the ground or up in the air in order to like reload.
How do you reload, and what does the voice sound like telling you to reload? Because those are always the highlights.
There is no reloads. Like what it is like when you go to shoot, and I didn't know what to do the first time I played it because I didn't do the training. I just hit start and then went to a song. It has 15 bullets in it, and then when it's empty, you'll look at it and the magazine's out. And then when you pull the trigger, it just goes. It just makes like a clicky kind of noise, and I'm like, what do I do? So I'm like taking my other hand and I'm like pushing on the magazine, like
you're like trying to get it in,
pushing buttons, trying to figure out what to do, and then eventually I found out like you have to just point at the ground because I went and did the tutorial.
Oh, gotcha.
I only was able to kill 15 guys.
It would be funny if you just gave up and you like dropped your hands to your sides and like you heard a huh? And started going again.
So that one's interesting. I think I might try to get Vader Immortal Episode 2, and then the kids want that Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted VR game.
Oh man, I've seen some clips of that. It's freaking scary.
Is it?
Parts of it are like the jump scares. Like you feel the motion a lot more. I feel.
So I have a few things with that I want to check out, but besides that, I don't know. Not too much else. I don't think really that's new here at home. That's about it.
Beat King's Quest 2015. King's Quest, a very old, long-running adventure game series. It was not perfect, but it made a very good possible ending to the series. Very emotional, great characters, great story. Some of the puzzles were not the best, but overall, really enjoyed it. It was really good. It's great when like gaming series gets those sort of send-offs, you know?
Yeah.
Because like you never know when's going to be your last one when it comes to movies or TV seasons or video games or anything like that. So like having a sort of finale to it all is very cathartic.
Cool.
So that's the end of the series?
I mean, I don't know if it is, but it could be, and it would serve it very well.
It ended as the end of the series.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cal, anything for you?
Just been playing Spider-Man, trying to beat all the bad guys. It's crazy how accurate the guys in the panel vans are with a handgun. I keep talking about that. Every time I'm chasing like a... huh?
They're probably locking on to you.
Probably.
They use lock
That's why it's a bullshit mechanic. It's unrealistic.
This is crazy.
Speaking of never knowing when your last season, apparently American Gods was canceled.
I did
after
see that.
Third
really?
Season.
Oh, yeah?
We only watched the first season of that, I think.
I watched the first. Yeah, we watched the first season on the channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of copyright issues when we were doing it, and that's why we didn't
so
pick it
many.
back up.
An incredible amount.
It was a
Generally,
very
you have
weird...
a copyright issue. You settle it, and then it moves on. But they would like settle it, and then do another copyright thing. Like, okay, do the process, move on. We did what you wanted. No, kick it down again. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm just not going to promote your show, I guess. You know.
No, I had that with the what was it?
Shannara
Shannara Chronicles. I was gonna say the Sahara Chronicles. That's not right.
That's like Steve Zahn and Matthew
McConaughey.
Yeah.
It's a good movie though.
It is.
Have you guys all
enjoy
seen that?
movie a great deal.
I have seen it.
Duh. Okay.
Huh?
Damn. Like, make
Nah,
that movie reaction. That's a good movie.
Commentary when we get back to it.
Yeah, maybe that'd be
That'd be
fun at some
fun.
point. So we
That's
also
like-
we had movie stuff recently. Actually, we just had one go up today, right? New
We
movie
did.
reaction that
We
went up
had
today.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys check that out. It's on HBO. Also, I think it's in theaters now. If you're doing theater stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't done the theater thing in a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been like I can't remember the last like movie review that we did.
The last one
The
I did, I think,
channel.
was Birds of Prey, which has been like a year now because that came out like the end of last January.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Eric's last one was probably Terminator. Was Terminator
Maybe. Maybe
Fate your
Dark
last
Fate.
one?
Was that before episode 9?
Episode 9.
I feel like it was.
Yeah, because episode 9 was in December, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think it came out between December and January of Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
And then me and Melanie did that like early February to review that, and
I feel like the last one might have been Rise of Skywalker.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
That would probably be mine as well. Then.
Yeah, I think so. No, for doing like movie night stuff because I've been going through Star Wars with the kids and with Melanie, so we're going through Clone Wars right now. We're I think about done with season 2 of Clone Wars, which now like I'm gonna have to. By the time we finish Clone Wars, Bad Batch is gonna be out, so I'm gonna have to make sure I put Bad Batch in there too now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna extend it to where I was gonna be done with it by next April. It's gonna have to extend that by however many weeks I add into that. But we had asked about like favorite kinds of like movie snacks or candies and stuff like that, so that we can do like family movie nights and have that. And I had Melanie get she's got this nacho cheese that was in like these little like dip things. You just like it's like a pudding pack, and you can just
Oh, yeah?
peel the back off, and it's pretty good. I'm like, this works. So
Is it like foil topped?
No, it's not.
Oh, so you can like microwave it for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, if I wanted to,
And
but
like
our
make it
microwave
really
doesn't
soupy
work.
and dippy and stuff. Huh?
I could, but our microwave doesn't work.
Oh, doesn't it? Well,
It stopped working. It turns on, but there's no heat anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't heat anything up. I don't know why. It just stopped working one day.
Carmen's mom has a microwave that will only work if the door is open.
I wouldn't use it.
Yeah, I told him not to.
I mean, it's not that
They were like,
I
they were
also
turning
don't-
it on and having it spin in front of them. They were filming it. And I was like, they sent a video to Carmen. I was like, don't do that.
It's also not like the door that closes is like whatever like radiated stuff heat that it's doing is gonna like necessarily be stopped by that. But I still wouldn't do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean the metallic screen that you can like barely see through in the door is like designed to stop that specific frequency from escaping through the door, but you can
Yeah.
still see what your food is doing. But to just have it open is an unnecessary risk.
No, yeah, for sure. I agree.
Do you think that they, like, sure you can kind of see on the food to maybe see when it's done, but do you think part of it is also like, so people don't think there's like gremlins in there or something, like something magical or supernatural happening?
You know,
like the refrigerator.
Like when they're very first coming out, you know, it's like this is magic. There's no fire in this. Like how does this cook things?
yeah, there are microwaves that don't have the windows and they're like dirt cheap.
Well, maybe it's to be able to see so that Rick, you can look at the popcorn and know it's on fire.
No, like I'm sure that is probably the reason. But in my head, I like to think that at least one guy brought up when designing them of like people need to make sure that like the devil's not coming in here and breathing on their food to cook it.
That's the reason why it spins is for entertainment.
Really?
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
So you can see on the back side of it is like, nope, there's nothing hiding behind your food.
No, I don't know. I don't know why they are. I don't know why you can see in.
On my microwave at home, we still have the clear plastic over the number pad.
Yeah.
I keep telling Jane's like, I want to take this off. She's like, no, leave it.
It keeps it
It drives me
fresh
fucking
for
crazy,
longer. I only just peeled off the like plastic protector film stuff off of the monitor that I bought.
Yeah.
Ours is still
And I've
on.
had it for the better part of a year.
Yeah.
Ours is still on our dishwasher that we've had. We put that in a while back. And then my TVs, I usually leave it on the outer edges of the TV. And I
Yeah.
took some of that off more recently too. And I'm like, man, now it's so shiny here. But it definitely wasn't shiny before I took it off.
Yeah.
That stuff looked terrible, you know?
Yeah, now you have like a 2-year-old TV that looks brand spanking new.
Yeah.
Or you have one part of something that looks new.
Yeah.
Like that's
the
the
thing
problem you
that's
run
touched
into.
the most. Yeah. It's like, man, you use like those white science gloves whenever you use your microwave, don't you?
White science gloves.
Yeah, latex. That's what they're called. Either that or like Mickey Mouse gloves. You know, like the cotton gloves that you use when
Yeah.
you're like touching art and stuff. Yeah.
When you open something that's very rare or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
Gotta keep it nice and fresh. And
Exactly. No, we
Yep.
haven't seen anything for Obi-Wan. Don't tell me.
The thing about like the live podcast suggestions and looking for news for the podcast, I just don't know what I can trust today.
oh no,
Because of
yeah.
April Fool's Day?
Did
Yeah.
you guys see that?
Do everything.
Do everything.
Yeah.
Did
that
you
would be
guys
great.
see that Discord? I guess like posted a thing talking about their partnership with Microsoft.
Uh-uh.
It was a video, and then when you click it, it takes you to a Rickroll.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like,
But
if
didn't they get bought?
No, I don't think
they
so.
were in talks.
There's talks about that, but
Okay.
they released a video talking about like Discord talking about the partnership with Microsoft, like
They put out like a statement or
yeah,
something.
something like that. So when you click it though, it went to Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah,
Rick Astley.
gotcha.
So I
Nice.
was like, oh man, good. When I saw it, I'm like, it's probably not real because one, like I feel like they're doing pretty good. They don't need to partner up with Microsoft. But two, today's Thursday.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can't trust things on Thursday.
Well, we can get into some of those things you got, Rick.
Hmm?
I think, right?
I have things.
Oh, I thought you said you were looking through the things, and I don't know what to trust.
I mean,
trust everything.
That's
there's
why I
like
say,
Space Jam and New Legacy trailer drop.
Mm.
There's a thing here. Netflix nears $400+ million deal for Knives Out 2 and 3.
Knives Out.
Oh,
Ooh, man.
Netflix. Okay,
Daniel Craig and director Ryan Johnson reprising.
that makes sense.
I was
so
gonna
just like
say,
new
yeah,
cases.
following his
That'd be
character in a new case.
With Daniel Craig and Ryan Johnson. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine it's just the
It's just that same fucking
it's that
family
same
again.
family? Like, what the hell did you do this time?
I have Daniel Craig in my Star Wars notes, and
Because he was
I
a stormtrooper.
yeah, and I just have no idea why, but like, I'll be going through Force Awakens questions and being like, yep. Who played the Stormtrooper mind trick by Rey? Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
It always makes me pause for 4 times longer than everything else. I don't know why. I guess because I never watched Bond movies. I don't know.
Ah, we need to watch Bond movies.
We do.
Yeah. We can sneak those in soon.
But
Yeah.
you've seen Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Is he in that?
I don't think I have seen that.
Daniel Craig is?
Yeah.
Is that the one with?
I haven't seen it either.
No,
haven't seen
that's
it.
not.
It's one of his early roles.
Martin Lawrence isn't in that, right?
No.
Didn't Martin Lawrence go back in like medieval times and
Yeah,
something?
he did. But no, this is the one with the
That was
Rookie of the
Black
Year
Knight.
kid.
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
Black Knight?
Black Knight.
I don't remember. I just remember something about it. There's
And
that.
they're like, we have fire. We
I-
already got fire.
I think that the kids in King Arthur Court, and then Knight's Tale. I think I always kind of confuse those.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I've
But
seen
Knight's
Knight's
Tale.
Tale.
Knight's Tale. I don't think is a time traveling thing. I don't think.
No,
No.
It's just.
it's
I've
just
never,
has
confusing
anachronistic
because the
music.
music is
Yeah.
very contemporary.
I've never seen it.
Paul Bettany is awesome in that, though.
He is.
In Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
So
he's the poet or whatever, right?
Did he know it?
He learned it.
Should be ashamed of yourself. Well, we have freed chat. I'm sure chat will give us some questions for later in the stream.
Oh,
As
they've already been
well.
doing some questions, but some of it was just communication wise. But
Yeah.
yes, chat has been freed. It's been 30 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got 29 minutes left on my timer.
He does. I can see it over there. My week was good. Calvin, I told this story on a video you're not in, but I did have a very weird morning the other morning.
Did you?
Yes. So we have in our home, we're a dude wipe home. We have
Yes.
dude wipes by the bathroom. Not for the main event,
Oh,
but they go in and clear up any stragglers, right?
I think I know where this is going.
Okay, so I'll be surprised if you do. So we, Jancy got up early and left, and I was getting up, and I was kind of like late, and I slept through my alarm, and I was really groggy, and for some reason my eyes were like puffy shut, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I go use the bathroom. Toilet paper did its job. Now it's time for the dude wipe. Do its job. Do the dude wipe. Flush. And then I just feel like an intense burning. And I look down, and someone has placed the Clorox wipes on top of the dude wipes, and they're in the exact same type of container, like with the opening thing on the top. And they had put that there, and I was just like, oh, I cleaned it so well. So I had to go back in with dude wipes and fix it. But oh my god, it was such a shock.
Yeah.
And I was so out of it. Like, it's a black bag and a blue bag. And I just completely didn't think about it, and that happened. So.
Oh yeah, I thought that you were gonna use like some kind of like makeup remover or something like either super expensive or something that's like meant to like strip hair.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something's gonna burn. But yeah, Clorox wipes. Whew.
Not great.
It's clean.
Yeah. I sure felt clean.
Super clean.
It's what I would use on
I was
most
like, oh no, I
things.
did what Trump told me to do. I was putting Clorox in my body.
So, some things that were put out this Thursday. Have you guys looked at any of that kind of stuff?
I haven't looked
No.
at
I
anything.
haven't looked at anything.
Nope.
So a few things I'm seeing that have been done for today. One was the Monoprice Sit Squat Desk. So if you're not sure that you want a standing desk,
Yeah.
this one is like 3 inches off the ground where you squat while you're at your
Squat
desk.
huh?
Like heels on the ground or like
Yeah, like heels on the ground squatting like the whole time. Is one thing. It's out of stock today, but hopefully we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay,
But they
gotcha.
just released that that's coming out. So
Nice.
That's an interesting one.
Gotcha.
Apparently, Fluid Master created the emergency wiping rock that won't flush.
Just a rock.
Yeah, with toilet paper shortages still lurking in our recent
Yeah.
history, toilet paper brand Fluid Master is offering an evergreen solution, the emergency wiping rock.
Is it like a smooth rock?
It's pretty. Yeah, it looks smooth.
Yeah.
Nice and gray. It's kind of thin.
Like, could it skip across a channel?
You could. Yeah, you could if you got a good. It's kind of. It looks kind of big, so
Yeah.
you got to get like a good like throw on it.
It's like a Hagrid skipping stone.
Yeah, kind of.
Is
know
anybody
what I'm
else
talking
like
about?
imagining what that would be like? It's like a normal rock, and you're trying
You
to
wipe your ass with
Yeah.
it. I don't. I wasn't, but I guess I am now.
I imagine it's more like a spatula than like toilet paper. I feel like it's more of a scraping tool than like a cleaning substance.
I think I'd stick with the Clorox wipes.
Yeah, you might be better off with that than the rock itself. Ooh, though, Eric.
Yeah.
You've heard of Firehouse subs?
I
You heard of
have.
them?
Yes.
They have those over in Vienna.
Well, they have like a hot sauce of the month club.
Okay.
Where you can get like a hot sauce every month. They're going to be releasing their meatball of the month club.
Meatball of the
Where,
month?
Yeah, where they promise to deliver a solitary themed meatball on a regular basis.
Themed.
I mean, if it was like, if we could figure out like shipping and making sure it was fresh and stuff, I would totally do that.
You just get a meatball every month?
Yeah,
There's
meatball
a-
every month.
There's a firehouse over in Vienna.
There
it's
is.
not too far a drive.
We can get that meatball.
Also, Jack Links that make jerky.
Yeah.
They are releasing a jerky cologne.
Ooh.
They have a special giveaway right now.
Does it smell like Bigfoot?
Obi would love that.
Does it smell like Bigfoot? I don't think it does. I don't know what
Yeah.
it smells like. How much do you love jerky? Enough to bathe your body in jerky-scented cologne? Jack Links is giving away a limited edition jerky-scented cologne via Instagram.
Yeah. You can smell like salted meats in silica packets.
Yeah, there you go. Now, the best one, and this is one we really need, because everyone, you guys have always had like, you guys like Legos, right?
Yeah.
Love
You've
Legos.
used
Love
Legos.
Legos.
The worst thing about Legos, though, is that when they're on the floor,
Yeah.
and you don't know they're on the floor, and you step on them,
Hurts.
it's terrible.
Right.
Take the leg.
So Lego announced today that they're going to release the Smart Brick.
Okay.
And what the Smart Brick does is that when it senses your foot near it, it moves out of the way.
Oh, like a little millipede?
Yeah, it shows. There's a video on their Twitter where if you watch it, it shows that as the foot starts to come down, they just slide out of the way.
Gotcha.
Like magnets,
That
like being
would be
pushed out of the
nice.
way. I think that would be something that we really need. Out of all these things, I don't want a wiping rock. I want Smart Bricks.
It'd be
Smart
terrible
bricks.
for people who like didn't have hands and like used their feet to play with Legos, and then they no longer could.
It would be funny if like you're like the smart brick, like, yeah, that's one of its features, but another one is like, man, I'm lost. I don't know what's the next sequence, and it like you can like hit like forward and it'll put the next brick on. Like, oh, okay, I see where I'm at. Or you can be like, I messed up, back, rather than having to like do it yourself and
Yeah.
pull it off of their teeth and
Yeah,
shit.
oh yeah.
Because some of those are real hard.
Well, have you got the tool, right?
Yeah.
There's
I
like
don't
that
have one.
there's that Lego
Yeah.
tool now.
Yeah.
That's so
I don't
good,
have one.
and it's made to be able to take apart any
I had
part
one of those when I was a kid.
Oh, they're great. I've never seen them before
Whenever
until
you
more
get
recently.
one of those giant, like 1,000 piece buckets,
See, I never
it
got
came with a
those.
tool.
That must have been it.
I
If
got
they-
one from a yard sale.
Yeah,
like
but
luckily.
those things, you got to have one of those if you're doing Lego.
If they haven't already, they need to put one of those on a Swiss Army knife. Because I feel like that's an essential tool.
It is. Yeah.
You guys have lost a sock before, right?
Sure.
Everyone's lost a sock.
A sock?
A sock, right? You
I
toss
lose so many socks
toss them in
these
the
days.
laundry. You know, they go through the
Chewy.
wash, through the dryer. By the time you fold them, you have one sock, right?
Yeah, that's why dryers need windows on the front so you can see the gremlins stealing your socks.
They have. Don't they usually have windows?
Some of them don't.
Some don't, I guess. That's true. Well, the good news is that those socks have been found.
Okay.
Nice.
The Canadian Space Agency has announced that the Mars rover has found all the socks on Mars.
I have so many questions.
And they have a picture where it's Mars and there's just a bunch of socks in a pile sitting in the middle of Mars.
Like how many we talking?
I don't know. Like it's a considerable amount. Like it's a hefty amount of socks here.
I don't believe this because I'm
this?
pretty sure I find them all the time. And
That's
Obi has
like
destroyed
50
them.
socks. I've lost more than that in my lifetime.
More. Well, I'm sorry, Calvin. I'm sorry.
It's probably another pile somewhere. That's why they call it the dark side of the moon.
If people are interested in hair dye, Razer is releasing their Rapunzel Chroma hair dye. You know how you get like the chroma mounds? Yeah. Gaming company Razer is stepping into high-tech health hair care realm with Rapunzel, an app-controlled nanotech hair dye guaranteed to get you more streaming viewers. Get your hair in the game, the ad says. If you want an idea of what it might look like if it were real, you can play with Razer's AR filter on Instagram.
Dude, that would be sweet.
Do you imagine just being able to change your hair whatever color you
Just
want?
have your hair synced up to your keyboard and your mouse.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as
That would be
they
amazing.
change, or whenever music's playing on your
Yeah.
computer, they just like.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good. Staying with the electronic theme, Newegg has a new one, the Hydrator PC. Hang on here, I gotta kind of like look at this one here real quick. So, too bad the Newegg Hydrator drink and beverage dispenser work and gaming PC is just a joke, but it's made to be where you can put in whatever liquid you want into your PC, and there's a drink dispenser on the front, so your liquid cool PC will stay liquid cooled, but when you're thirsty, just get your drink out.
Nice.
Yeah, but then the drink would be warm.
So you could
because
utilize...
it's cooling the CPU with the liquid.
Well, then you put like tea or something in there
Yeah.
that you won't
oh,
warm.
that's fair.
And you
Yeah.
utilize the KFC video game console next to it.
Yeah, yeah, and then you have
KF
both.
console?
You got the food and the drink, right?
Yeah.
They in the ad they say we realize that there are two major biological needs that take you away from your PC, and while we haven't mastered our strategy for one of them yet, we have conquered the need to get up and grab a drink. So that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Also, for people who need to make sure they take care of their skin, right? You want to have that nice silky smoothness. You can get new skincare by Velveeta.
Ooh, the cheese makers.
Yeah, Velveeta cheese.
Yeah, normally
Which
when
is-
I eat their cheese, my skin gets all bumpy.
Yes,
could
but how is the cheese?
It is
Smooth.
smooth.
The cheese is smooth.
You could
That's-
definitely wax your legs with Velveeta, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I
No.
don't know.
I mean, maybe if you like,
If you let it dry.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
But they have
Time
this
to
whole
check.
thing
I
of
think we have some in the kitchen. Calvin?
I'm not waxing my legs with Velveeta.
Velveeta. Layer it on, let it dry, rip it off.
When Velveeta comes out with a leg wax, I'll use that.
What the hell? Blue Kazoo is releasing a 100,000 piece all blue jigsaw puzzle.
Nice.
It's just all blue. There's no picture.
All blue?
It's just all blue.
Now, some
I'm
of those.
sure there's puzzles like that.
Yeah, some of those are real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there definitely are real puzzles like that.
Jigsaw puzzle fans are often looking for a new challenge, and Blue Kazoo's $100,000 100,000 piece. I don't know if that's a typo or not.
Yeah.
Of unadulterated Azure Agony puzzle would probably take you a lifetime to complete. It's 100,000 pieces.
That's the great thing about
100,000 is crazy. Jancy got like a 10 or 1,000 piece color wheel. So like this blue and this blue are exactly the same, but they're a shade like the smallest of shades difference. Then you got to try to do this entire color wheel. It's
Sure.
really, really difficult.
Is it
She did it at
circular?
the beginning of lockdown, I think.
Oh,
when
yeah?
we started, yeah.
So the great thing about jigsaw puzzles is they come with difficulty levels.
That's
like
true.
you do easy first, and then you flip all the pieces over,
Yeah.
and then you do hard mode.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. Now, the worst thing about that puzzle wasn't putting it together. It was the fact that we realized, this was shortly after, not shortly, but we had Obi. He was still a puppy. But she got to the point and realized that Obi had taken a piece and destroyed it.
Oh no!
So there was one piece missing. So it being Jancy, she made a piece.
I remember
my
this.
She created a piece and colored it correctly and put it in there.
I just would have put it on a piece of paper and colored the piece of paper. Like if you look at it from above, it looks fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but you know it's not there. So this fixed that.
What does she do after the puzzles are done? Do they go back in the box
Back
and
in
you get
the
rid of the
box.
puzzle?
Usually back in the box and give the puzzle to someone else.
Yeah.
Share.
I had a jigsaw puzzle that was part jigsaw, part mystery. Like I had a little short story that was a mystery.
Gotcha.
And the puzzle was the crime scene. So you put the puzzle together and then you used it to try to solve the mystery. It was
Oh, nice. Cool.
I'm not too familiar with Surfshark.
It's a VPN.
It's a VPN.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do Street Sharks. I'm like, hell
Well,
yeah, baby.
they released an ad where you can buy their Windows 95 version of its software.
Nice.
The ad is very retro, but it says it's easy to install on its 5 floppy disks.
Nice. I actually need that. I'm tired of using emulators.
It's a fun thing. There's a guy that looks like Hackerman from Kung Fury. Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
that's it.
Yeah.
Hackerman, remember him? There's
Hackerman.
just some things like that. Ooh, Eric.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to learn a new language?
Yes.
Have you ever used Duolingo?
I have.
Because that one there,
I've been
I
trying
started
to
using it
study how
too.
to learn
Yeah.
Huttese.
Because I was gonna I think Huttese is on there, isn't
Yeah.
it? And Klingon.
Probably.
But one of the things is trying to make sure you regularly use that app so that you keep getting the thing. What's one thing you do every day though?
To hit my alarm clock.
No, Eric, no. You wipe your butt with Clorox wipes.
I do.
You poop all the time. Duolingo is releasing a 3-ply Duolingo roll,
Oh.
which
word of the
has
day.
where you can
Gotcha.
learn
Like
your
cue
language
Yeah.
on your toilet paper.
Nice.
Okay.
I think that one's an interesting
pretty
one.
good.
Also, with Easter on the way, you can get green giant cauliflower peeps.
Cauliflower peeps.
Fuck. That's not even funny.
I love
That's just
cauliflower.
wrong.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Did cauliflower ask its permission to be all these things?
I don't think so. But if you don't like that and you try them and you hate them, Eric, you could
said
always
that wrong.
use the new Chosen Foods. They have a new toothpaste called guac paste.
Guac paste.
A guacamole toothpaste
Yep.
made with hand-scooped Hass avocados.
Haas.
Haas?
Is it 2 A's?
H-A-S-S.
Haas.
That's what, I don't know what it is. I don't need avocados.
It's not like the tractor dealership across town.
No,
Haas.
it's not like that.
It's not like this doesn't change anything, Haas.
So
Okay.
I always like seeing if what companies come up with random little April Fool's things. I do always remember my favorite one was always that Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda
trailer.
IGN trailer was the
Yeah.
best one ever done.
That was always a good one.
It was real good.
Yep. The best one ever done. I can't remember another one because
I don't remember that
I mean,
one.
I remember the
even
EGM.
for years after, people would be like, "This is awesome. When is it coming out?" I was like, "No, it was a April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It looks so good."
I can remember the EGM nude code for Tomb Raider. Like
Yeah.
that being one. And then also how to unlock Ken and Ryu's master, like in Street Fighter 2, the SNES version or something like that. There's a few different video game ones that I remember of magazines would put out here's how to do this thing. That would be the April issue.
Oh, I missed one, Rick. I've never heard of TaskRabbit. You guys ever heard of TaskRabbit?
Yeah.
Apparently you can hire someone to come in and build stuff for you or build your shelves or something like that.
Yeah, Amazon, I think they contract with TaskRabbit.
Wait, is it like Uber for handyman?
Kind of say you bought a shelf and you're like, fuck, I need someone to build this. So
Yeah.
you just Uber someone to come over to your house, build your shelves, and then all right, thanks, and they leave. Well, now TaskRabbit has TaskRabbits. They bring a rabbit with them that you get to play with and cuddle with and feed and stuff while they build your task or whatever for you.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh, I
I think it sounds like a good idea.
That's their.
Obi
That
would
was
love this.
You just get a rabbit coming over. Be good. Good things.
I remember a couple of my favorites. Have you guys ever done much trickery as far as like.
Other than like Halloween scaring, I guess, but no, not really. Not like a tricker kind of guy. 'Cause I don't want people to trick me. So I gotta set an example.
I always love April Fools, but everyone's always expecting it, so I like to April Fools them on April 2nd.
Sure.
Sorry, Max, man. I don't like avocados enough to know how to
Generally
pronounce it correctly.
Don't do any April Fool's Day jokes.
I don't know if Aaron. I think you were involved in any of the ones we did in junior high.
Oh, yeah, we did all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. I was there when we threw what we believed to be termites into the the teacher's lounge.
What you believed.
I mean, I don't know what exactly they were. It was a vial of bugs, and someone said they were termites, and then someone was like, we're going to go put them in someone's lunch.
Yeah.
And then someone freaked out, and they just threw it in the lounge because there was a teacher in there, and everyone ran away. And we're like, did it break? Are there termites in the school now? But I don't know. No one.
You'll find out in like 20 years. The
No
place
one knows.
falls down.
No one knows. Rick, I don't know if I was involved though or not in the drum scenario. I remember it, but I don't know if I was involved.
I don't think you were, because I think I wasn't in class for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And like I went down to the band room and I took all the instruments out of the band room and I put them somewhere else. I don't remember where I put them now. But I remember the band teacher.
You put all the drums in the closet in the band room.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, they were in the band room,
Okay.
in the closet of the band room. But because Mrs. King came in and the drums weren't there, I think it was specifically the drums, because like most of the instruments we had, the kids all bought
yeah.
and brought themselves. But the drums, you guys got to just use the drums for the school. But
I had a snare
Well,
drum.
it's because nobody like carries drum set with them.
maybe that's what it was too. Maybe it was the fact that they bought them, but they left them there because it's just a giant drum.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But I remember having to carry my saxophone back and forth. But yeah, it was in the band room closet, and she just didn't look there. She freaked out that the drums were gone.
Yeah, she called the cops.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember that story.
And then I think you were like,
That's probably why Aaron does.
"Oh, hey, they're here." She's like, "What? Oh, okay."
That's probably why Aaron doesn't want to get involved in that story.
No, I mean I would have taken credit for that. I just don't remember. It's been so long.
One year I got a hold of a quiz and I made like 500 copies of it. And I just taped it to every single surface in the classroom that I possibly could.
So the teacher came in. There's just test answers everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
I'm looking up some of the world's like biggest and best April Fool's Day jokes.
Yeah.
One I think we've talked about before, which is the eruption of a volcano, where this guy threw a bunch of tires into a dormant volcano and lit them on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody
yeah.
thought it was gonna erupt.
We talked about that.
We talked about that a long time ago, but
was
man,
forever
his
ago.
name was Porky. Porky Bikar.
I don't know if it was.
He had flown hundreds of old tires into the volcano crater and lit them on fire.
Hundreds of tires.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
I don't know if it was an actual April Fool's thing. But
Terrible for the environment.
one of my favorites was the World of Worlds radio drama,
Radio drama.
where they treated it as if it were real.
And people were freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
that wasn't
something-
even intentional.
Yeah, there's one here where a radio station, BBC Radio 2, announced that at 9:47 a.m. that day, a once-in-a-lifetime astronomical event was going to occur. Pluto would pass behind Jupiter, and this planetary alignment would temporarily counteract and lessens Earth's gravity for 1 minute.
Wow.
And thousands of people called into the station saying and claiming that they had felt the sensation, talking about that they had like jumped up and flown throughout the room for a thing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
No.
Huh.
People just thought that it was going to happen. And like, oh yeah, it happened to me. Yeah, I jumped. I felt a little higher.
I felt a little higher.
Well,
it's a good thing people didn't think
It's like when
that
you're in the
you
back
could,
of a
like-
bus and you jump when you go over a hill. You go flying up. That's what happened.
It's a good thing people didn't think they could like jump off the roof or something.
Yeah. This was
I don't know, maybe they did and they didn't never call it in.
Yeah.
April 1st, 1996, the Taco Bell Corporation took out a full-page ad that appeared in 6 major newspapers announcing that it had bought the Liberty Bell and was renaming it to the Taco Liberty Bell. Hundreds of outraged citizens called the National Historic Park in Philadelphia, where the bell was housed, to express their anger.
Oh, that's amazing. Gong.
Now, this wasn't an April Fool's thing, but speaking of people calling in for something ridiculous, I remember in the WWE, obviously it's wrestling because I remember it, but there was a thing where Steve Austin drove this truck into Vince McMahon's car and he was in it, you know? But Donald Trump called in, worried about Vince McMahon. And he was calling in to check to make sure he was okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh man, come on. This was in 98, 99. People knew it was not real.
Oh yeah.
Eric, did you see the one where Burger King announced that they were going to have a new Whopper because they didn't want to they didn't want to leave people out, so they decided they were going to release the left-handed Whopper.
Hey, 10%.
Dude, I could buy 2 and have 1 for each
Have
hand.
1 for each hand. That's probably their main thought, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, now you have a Whopper for each hand.
10% of people are left-handed.
I remember Google always does some stuff. I don't know if Google did anything this year.
Yeah. Well, there's one here, a UFO landing in London. Thousands of motorists driving on the highway outside London looked up in the air to see a glowing flying saucer descending on their city. Many of them pulled to the side of the road to watch the bizarre craft float through the air. The saucer landed in a field on the outskirts of London, where local residents immediately called the police to warn them of an alien invasion. Soon the police arrived on the scene, and one brave officer approached the craft with his truncheon extended before him. When a door in the craft popped open, a small silver-suited figure emerged, and the police ran in the opposite direction. The saucer turned out to be a hot air balloon that had been specifically built to look like a UFO by Richard Branson, the then 36-year-old chairman of Virgin Records.
Man, if that was the U.S., the alien would have been shot.
He would have been
dead.
shot.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He would have been shot a long
He knows what
time
he's
ago.
doing.
They'd have been pulling over on the road and shooting at him as he was coming down.
Yeah, right. Now, apparently Google decided for the second year in a row not to have a April Fool's Day
I remember
because
last
of
year there was a lot of we don't need it, but then some people were like, we kind of do need it, but yeah, not a whole
you need
lot
some
happened
laughs and
last
stuff
year.
going on, Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Do you? I'm trying to remember when I got.
When you got,
I'm sure I have.
like, what's a good got that you got
Yeah.
from? How do you say it? What's a good got?
Get.
What's a good got that got you?
Getting you.
I'm sure there have been some. But I can't think of any.
I don't remember ever having been gotten. I also just don't look at the internet.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I'm
the
talking about
news.
in school or my parents or Aaron or someone.
Mm-hmm. Dude, back.
I mean, Aaron did that one thing where on April 1st he said, "Hey guys, we're pregnant,"
I did.
having
Yeah,
another kid.
I was talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
and he was.
I was having a
There was
kid.
no joke.
My sister would comment on that. She goes, "I don't get what's going on with this. Is this real or what?" Apparently Hulu, I don't know what year this was. They took their website back to the year 1996 and made it look all old and retro and had on shows of that time.
Oh yeah.
Like that was what's on their front page, like
Cool.
X-Files, Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
Weird Science, just different things like that.
98. Was there SG1 on there?
No, there was
Aw.
Highlander Promises, whatever that is.
Was that the TV show?
I guess.
No. The Highlander TV show is not called that.
Is it
Maybe
not?
that's the episode name, but it says season 4. It says Highlander Promises, season 4, episode 15.
Oh.
So I don't know.
This is a good one. 1998 issue of New Mexicans for Science and Reason newsletter contained an article claiming that the Alabama state legislature has voted to change the value of pi from 3.14 to the biblical value of 3.0. Soon the article made its way to the internet, and then it rapidly spread around the world. It only became apparent how far the article had spread when the Alabama legislator began receiving hundreds of phone calls from people protesting the legislation.
That's so
They
stupid.
changed pi.
Yeah. It's always a fun thing when you see someone, especially if they have an opposing view of yours to they see an Onion article and they take it really seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, oh, you got Onion, and well, it doesn't. I'm still right. I love that. I love when that happens.
Dude, apparently back in the 80s, BBC announced that Big Ben was to to undergo a digital facelift and become a digital clock
Oh,
instead of.
I remember that. I remember somebody
That's
talking
great.
about that.
That would be that's such a good one.
That would offend a lot of people.
I love things like that. It's so fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, those are some of the fun things
Though,
from back in the day.
1950, the Norwegian wine surplus. A Norway's largest newspaper announced on its front page that the government-owned wine monopoly had received a large shipment of wine in barrels, and it had run out of bottles. To get rid of extra wine, the stores were running a one-day bargain sale, offering wine at 95% off and tax-free. The catch was the buyers had to bring their own containers of wine to put the wine in. Buckets, pitchers, and the like. Hundreds of people showed up with the buckets, received no wine.
No.
Oh man, there was gonna be some very, very upset people there.
That's really good. Those are some good ones.
Wonder if some buckets got thrown through some windows in that.
Yeah.
day.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, some of the epic April Fool's jokes.
No, I'm trying to think of. I haven't done anything really too much lately for April Fools.
Yeah.
I don't think. Most of my thoughts are usually they just happen in the moment. I don't spend a lot of time planning. I'm gonna do this, because I feel like it's hard to, especially right now. I can't wait for Melanie to come home so I can get her with something.
Sure.
Get her.
So I gotta figure out something else.
Yeah.
So, and usually she doesn't even wear shoes, so I can't just be like, "How are your shoes untied?" I can't just do the little jokes.
Yeah.
She's aware.
You got to do the big joke.
I gotta do a big one. And we changed our sink so it doesn't have a little spray thing, so I can't just rubber band that. I can't do all the traditional gotcha,
Just do a bucket on top of the door.
Yeah, but that's maybe too messy. That might be too much. I don't want that might be too much water.
Just
And
do
it's just
popcorn.
empty popcorn.
Yeah, a bucket full of popcorn.
All right, pick it up. Man, why is the stream doing a thing again?
Oh.
It's fine now.
Nah, that's a good point. Pokemon Go. There was some map. There's always Google Map things they did, right?
Yeah.
Google did a lot of Google Maps jokes.
Mm-hmm.
There was one where they could catch Pokemon going around the map, and there was
Yeah.
I think wasn't there one, or is there still a thing where you can have zombies chasing you on the map or something like that, and you can run away.
Wasn't that a Walking Dead thing?
What was it through?
I think that's called The Last Guy, Aaron. That was for the PS3.
No, there was something with Google and zombies chasing
Also,
you or something,
PS3
right?
store shut down. Sad day.
I don't know. I feel like there's been different things.
I mean, you can type in Zerg Rush in Google, and a bunch of Zergs come out and stuff, right?
Yeah, I love that. Well, it's not even Zerg. It's just a bunch of Google letters, right?
Yeah.
And there's Gravity. Gravity's a good one.
And there's recursive, and there's some different ones.
Barrel roll. Does Zerg Rush still work?
I don't know. Does it?
It doesn't work anymore.
No, yeah, it doesn't work.
You have to go to a thing and then you have to click another thing. But I love that they just they're no, quit. You gotta click them all no. And then you're I killed them all. And then there's more no. I should have closed my ramp. I left the entrance open. But those aren't even those are just Easter eggs, I feel right? They weren't April Fools. It wasn't someone's gonna well, let me search Zerg Rush all the time.
Oh yeah, I saw that Among Us put out their new map.
They put out a new map?
Yeah,
Is
the airship.
Is this a joke?
No,
Well, the season started a couple
It's just
weeks
one
ago,
room,
right?
everyone stands in and stares at each other.
And then just the floor opens up.
I don't know.
no. I just was looking last night because I hadn't, I watched it more than I've played it, But yeah, I saw some people putting out the new map. It's huge. It's gigantic.
Really?
Yeah, might be a fun thing to do one time, but not before finishing Pokemon.
Ooh, Pokemon.
If I was a developer for April 1st, I would just have it say trader over
Yeah.
every trader's head.
That would be pretty good.
They'd be like, man, how am I fucking up?
But they don't know
They
it
can't
says
tell.
trader.
Yeah, they don't see it.
They don't see
Yeah.
it.
But everyone else sees it.
That'd be something. Man,
It only worked once, but
you just break the game for everybody for that day.
because I would do that sometimes when I ran werewolf games. I wouldn't put a werewolf in. Just fuck with people.
Yeah, I get
Like,
you there.
You see, this is how we got witch trials. You're all suspicious.
Everyone thinks everyone's a wolf. No one's dying or anything.
Yeah.
No one's dying. We gotta hang someone. We've had moments like that too, where I'm guys, because you always have those 3 cards in the middle, right?
Yeah.
During werewolf. Or are you talking about where you just hand it out?
Hand it out. You're talking about One Night Werewolf?
I'm talking about One Night Werewolf.
Yeah.
Like I've had ones where it's like, guys, there's either this person's a werewolf or we have no werewolves and they're both in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I say we do this. And I've also used that as a werewolf, too. Guys, I don't think we have a werewolf. I think we're all good. I think we should ignore it. Then I eat someone at the end. I win.
I win.
So good. Because in that one, I guess you don't actually eat people. You just have to, like, survive and try to, like...
Yeah, you just have to deduce.
No, I'm this. No, you're that. What? I'm this. But yeah, no. Having no werewolf is fun sometimes. Doesn't work so much in Secret Hitler. You gotta have a Hitler.
I suppose so, man.
You can't. You can have like less fascists, but you gotta have a Hitler. It doesn't work otherwise.
I guess, yeah.
It doesn't. That's a fun game too.
Does anyone have anything else before I get to questions?
I mean, you can still win through passing the last fascist policy, right?
Yeah, but you gotta have him in there. He's gotta be
How
there.
would you pronounce the word ALT?
Alt.
ALT.
Yeah.
Alt.
Just alt?
Alt.
About, okay, I agree. Now, the real word that has come up in my Star Wars thing
This makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
is ATLATL. It's a
Oh.
word.
ATLATL.
I keep going ATLATL, but I don't know if I'm being an idiot or not.
I like how you're like, I agree.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
Yeah. No. I just mean like, if it were like this, I would do that. I'm not crazy, but I am I crazy going ATLATL?
Maybe.
It's the name of the thing that Gungans put their boomas on and then they throw. It's called an ATLATL. But I feel like an idiot every time I answer.
Altot?
I could see it.
I don't
maybe.
know. ATLATL.
Yeah, but that's ALT, not ATL.
ATL.
Is, yeah. ATL.
ATLATL.
I mean, that's how I would pronounce it because of the little wormy lizard guy, axolotl.
Is there any caps or anything, or is it's just a word?
Just a word.
First capital.
Just the name of the thing.
Addle, or could it be ATLATL? Dang, I can't even do that. ATLATL. It's
Yeah,
weird because
probably
like I feel like there's a pause there and there shouldn't be a pause there.
It is a
ATLATL.
real. Oh yeah, it's the. It's like a baton that has a hook on it.
Well,
and
there's
you
those
use it to throw spears.
There's those wiffle balls too that like where you have like that. It's this and it has a curve. And you,
Yeah.
And you throw like wiffle balls.
You can also use it as like a dog, like tennis ball thrower thing, right?
Is it it's a real thing though?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Well, how do you say it then? Anyone know?
Foam rock that doesn't help us. That's gibberish.
I brought it up.
Eric is right.
ATLATL.
I mean, Eric
You
is
sound
right.
like a Pokemon, Eric.
ATLATL.
I said the same thing too. That's what we went to. Like,
Yeah.
ATLATL? It sounds like I don't know.
All right, that's my thing of the week.
Did we talk about Peepsi?
What?
Did I bring that up last week?
No.
Peepseek?
Peepsi.
Peepsi? Don't recognize it.
No, it was a
I've
thing
never
I
heard
saw
this thing
where
before.
I talked about it in my guild chat, I think, too. I posted
Okay.
it in there, but apparently Pepsi has teamed up with Peeps
Ew.
to make a limited edition.
No matter which way you go with this, I'm going to hate it.
Is this April Fool's
If
or is
it's-
this
This
real?
came out last week.
Pepsi
What?
flavored Peeps, it's gross.
Um,
if it's
Wait,
Peep
Pepsi
flavored Pepsi,
flavored Peeps or is
Ew.
it Peep flavored Pepsi?
Which one would you want?
Neither.
Neither.
They're both equally bad.
I would want.
Pepsi Peeps. This is
I
one of those.
sometimes don't want Peeps.
This is one of those things
Yeah.
you wish was a real one, right? Pepsi is collaborating with Pepsi to release a limited edition marshmallow flavored soda.
Ew.
Ah.
I mean, I don't like Pepsi anyway. It's not my
Pepsi's-
preferred
I like
cola.
Pepsi. I like Diet Pepsi.
I don't like Peeps.
I don't like Peeps.
I like Pepsi.
I don't like Peeps.
I like
Uh,
I
I
like
have put-
plain
To be fair,
unsugared
you
Peeps.
put Peeps in the microwave for like 5 seconds. They're not too bad.
I haven't had Pepsi.
They're not Peeps anymore.
You
They're
put them in
20
there for
years.
5 seconds, they haven't
seconds.
melted enough to be gone.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
The marshmallow treat is most widely recognized for its distinct chick and bunny shapes. But this year, Today reports Peeps will appear in a new form as the company is collaborating with Pepsi to release a limited edition Pepsi X Peeps Cola. But I just call it Peepsi.
It's fucking stupid. Like, why they do that?
I don't know.
Who's gonna buy that?
People.
What Peeps flavored Pepsi
People.
tastes like. A review for Thrillist describes the limited edition Pepsi as sweeter than standard cola, but less sweet than you might expect from a dessert flavored soda. Not desert, because that would be not sweet.
Salty.
If it didn't taste sweeter than normal Pepsi, it wouldn't taste like Peeps, which is basically pure sugar. Considering the mission at hand, Pepsi's food scientists did a great job at embodying Peeps without overdoing it.
Those scientists wasted their time.
Those flavorologists.
They could have done something
Don't
different.
cure some diseases, you know? Don't try to make this kind of taste like Peeps, but not really.
Interesting fact, Grieve. Pepsi is sweeter than Coke.
I don't know if it's going to make it in the edit.
It is.
Because it was before we started. But we talked about our scientific adventure that we need some funding for.
We do need funding for.
We're going to bring this up.
I guess we can. So we need to get
How many
around the
times has this been
country,
brought up?
or at the very least in Marietta, we need to get some hot dog stands.
We need to employ.
Hot dog
Yeah.
vendors. We need
Yeah.
some hot dog
Yeah.
vendors.
And we need to have them out for a period of time. I don't know, like a month or something. And we need to see what they have to restock more often. Ketchup or mustard.
Yes. What do they have to fill in? Like, fill up the bottle.
It's the only way I
Ketchup or
feel like to scientifically know for sure which is
Yep.
the most popular.
Now,
We did have the argument again.
so now the hot dog, well, I forget how it came up. So the hot
When
dog
did
stands.
this happen without me?
Before,
I'm
Because
glad
you
it
said
happened
you didn't
without me.
like.
It happened earlier
You
today.
said you didn't
Okay.
like that show that me and Rick were like, oh, we love this. And you're like, it's not too funny. I said, well, I can't trust you. You don't like ketchup on hot dogs. And then I don't know why I did it.
Is that where it went?
You.
But so with this thing to get scientifically proven, right? You can't have the person putting on mustard or ketchup. You just have it out there so that
Yeah.
there's the option they get to
Yeah.
choose, right?
Yeah.
Because some people won't ask, but if it's sitting there, they'll just do it, right?
Yeah, and whichever condiment you offer to them first, do you want mustard or ketchup? Like, that's going to skew their
You don't want that to
their
skew
bias
it.
as well.
So you
Yeah.
just
You don't
have
want
them
that.
available.
Yeah, you don't want to ask people just for like a quiz. That's why we
Yeah.
need these hot dog vendors in
Yeah.
the stands or carts or whatever.
So, but we need to
Or
have those like
make sure.
keeping track, doing studies, and figuring out which ways to go.
Exactly.
Eric, did you Google it? Like
What?
I said, did you Google
Most popular hot dog topping.
hot dogs? And if you
Yes.
Google hot dogs and go to images, I bet you see mustard.
Oh, images.
I bet you go to mustard far more than you see ketchup.
Um,
I'm seeing mustard. I'm
this
seeing
is a bunch of
ketchup.
dude, these images are bullshit. This one has an egg on it.
What the fuck is that?
According to a recent online survey conducted by Harris Poll on behalf of the council, nearly 3/4 of Americans who eat hot dogs say their top hot dog. Wait, they top their hot dogs with mustard. So 71% said mustard, 52% said ketchup, 47% said onions, 45% chili, 41% relish. So
Yeah.
earlier today, when I was saying top 5 toppings,
I was saying
ketchup
that
is 100%
to me,
in there.
To me, I was saying ketchup for me it would be 6.
is 100% in the top 5.
You would put mayonnaise
It
on your
is
hot
number
dog.
No.
two.
My listing was mustard, right? Onions, relish, chili / hot dog sauce, which we can talk about that in a little bit because I talked about that on Monday. And then the 5th one was cheese. And then I said ketchup.
Yep.
That was the order I put it.
Sure.
During Monday when we were talking about it, they were discussing chili versus hot dog sauce, and I was trying to describe what hot dog sauce was, because people were like, "What's hot dog sauce?"
Hot dog sauce
I'm like-
is like chili without the
Without
meat
beans.
and beans.
No, it has the meat, right?
Well,
you
I've
can
had
have- yeah.
I've had hot dog sauce without the meat as well.
You
What's
can't
it-
have it without it.
If it has no meat or beans, what's it have?
It's just the sauce.
It's just liquid.
It's just manwich.
It's just a can of manwich.
yeah, it's just a can of
But
manwich,
isn't
basically.
manwich meat?
No, you put
No.
it in meat.
Man- It's a
Manwich,
sauce that you gotta- then you
manwich
gotta
is the
brown
sauce
meat and
that
put it
you
on it.
Yeah.
put in like ground
like
chuck
hamburger
and,
helper.
and brown it.
See, sauce to me, I always just think of like a beef, like it's like a liquidy beef.
Yeah,
Like and it goes on the hot dog.
almost like taco meat, but like
Kind of.
runnier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's always what I pictured as sauce. Now, sometimes I've had hot dog sauce and it's not. It's like dry. You know,
Like a paste.
not even that. That's too liquidy.
Oh,
Like just it's like
crumbles.
it's literally crumbled beef on top of my hot dog. You know.
yeah. No,
So
that's not good.
I've had that before, but we had the discussion of chili versus hot dog sauce, trying to describe that. But my main point was I really just thought like mustard over ketchup belongs on hot dog.
Yeah.
I know people like ketchup. I know people like ketchup on eggs. I don't like ketchup on eggs, but I'm not gonna say you can't have ketchup on eggs. But I think mustard's a superior choice.
My dad likes ketchup
one
on
option.
his cornbread with soup beans. Now, I've never
Ketchup on cornbread?
Yeah, I've
Weird.
never been able to eat it.
Oh, man, my dad would grill like kielbasa's on the grill, and then he would put on it like mayo and a spicy, like he'd add like a spicy ketchup to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on French fries dipped in mayonnaise?
I'm cool with it. Yeah, I actually,
to be honest, I've never tried it.
it's
Yeah.
really good.
I stopped at ice cream because I liked it so much.
See, I usually don't dip my. That's true. I usually don't dip my French fries into stuff.
Yeah.
But I've tried. Ketchup is just too sweet, I think. And mayonnaise is okay, but I like it just kind
the
of plain.
only
I did it this week.
in mayonnaise.
Yeah.
the
Because
only fries
I got one of those new McDonald's has the new chicken sandwich or whatever.
They have
Oh,
a new
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Everybody's getting a new chicken sandwich. McDonald's is the middle class of the chicken sandwiches.
They're the
that are
middle
out
class
there.
of most sandwiches.
But it's pretty. It's not bad. It's way better than their other chicken sandwiches they had.
it's way better than Burger King.
But
No!
I got it, and the motherfucker just came with 2 pickles. So I'm like, what? Took the pickles off, put mayonnaise on it, and then I'm like, well, I got the mayonnaise, I got the fries, married him,
Married
lived
them.
happily in my belly.
no kids. No, the only fries that I like routinely dip in ketchup are like the really thick crinkle cut fries, because otherwise,
really?
like my mouth gets a little bit like
It's dry.
dried out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those ones usually drier
Good
sometimes.
spicy ketchup. I think you
See,
can get
spicy
down with
ketchup
those
that changes things because I feel like usually for me ketchup is too sweet.
Yeah.
Ketchup
But like
is
I'm
really sweet.
much more
yeah.
willing to allow like a spiciness on a lot more stuff.
Do you like barbecue sauce?
Yeah, I like barbecue sauce.
I mean, that's just ketchup with stuff added to it.
It is, but it's not just ketchup.
But it's also sweet.
You know,
It's extremely sweet.
there's sweet. Sometimes it's tangy. Sometimes it's spicy. Like you can have a few different types of barbecue sauce in there too.
Yeah.
It's just most just like plain ketchup. Like on a hot dog, I'm like, man, I just don't like the way it gels with like the hot dog. But like that mustard has that tangy kind of flavor to it. And
Have
I
you
feel
just
like
been getting shitty ketchup?
what ketchup you get? Heinz?
No.
Is that the top shelf ketchup?
I don't know.
I get great value.
I'm like when I think ketchup, like Heinz is the first one I think of. When I think of
Heinz
mustard, I think of French's, something with an F. Frisch's? I don't know what it is. That's Big Boy.
French's. Right?
Something like that. French's, yeah. I think
Yeah.
of them.
I think we can all agree chocolate frosty is the best thing to dip a fry into.
Chocolate Frosty's pretty good.
Depends on the
I gotta
quality
agree.
of the fry, but I agree. Sometimes
Like chocolate frosty can elevate the quality of the fry just by the flavor meld.
You know how you can tell if it's a good
it
fry?
needs to be a crunchy fry. I feel like not soggy.
You can tell if it's a good fry if when it gets cold, it's still edible.
Yeah.
'Cause you know what
Yeah.
isn't? McDonald's fries.
fries.
Those things taste like cardboard after they get cold.
They
I-
are
I'll-
only good really hot.
I am the same way with Burger King fries.
See, I'm okay with them and Wendy's. I think
When
they're
they're
both.
cold?
I think they're both good. Like when they get colder and they still have. There's enough thickness. There's enough moisture in there. But like McDonald's fries, when they get cold, they're hard and they taste like cardboard.
Well, that's the thing, is because McDonald's fries don't have any water in them. It's only oil. So when the oil congeals, and that is what happens, it's disgusting, and it just turns into this like pseudo paste cardboard.
Interesting. No, I've had those before, and like, because sometimes late at night I'll be like, man, I'm hungry. I gotta eat something. And like we'd had like McDonald's with the kids, and they got a basket of fries, and they didn't eat them all. I'm like, I'll eat some of these. I'm like, a mistake.
Just going back to bed.
Forget it. I'd rather eat nothing than these cardboard French fries.
Dude, when I was way heavier and lived out in Whipple, I would get a meal to take home to eat, and I would get a small fry with it, so that I could eat that on the way home.
Oh yeah.
And then
And it
when I
wouldn't
get
get
home,
cold
I'd have
before
my
you got
regular large
Yeah.
fry. Or else you just get home like, I ate all my fries, fuck,
I-
because it's a half-hour drive.
I've not done that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wait, so you would get 2 fries so that you could eat fries
Yeah,
and
I
then
would
half
get, I
fries?
would get a large
large
meal,
enough.
so a large fry. But by the time I go home, I'd be halfway through them, so I get a small fry as well.
So you keep your large fry in your bag with your sandwich. That
Yep.
way they both stay warm.
They stay warm.
I would put my fries I would pour them out in the bag around my sandwich, so that they could be like, kind of like, you know, you put like a jar of something that you've cooked in sand, so it holds the heat. I would use the fries as the sand.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I had happen today? I stopped and grabbed.
Five Guys used to do that.
I grabbed Subway on the way in, and I got my sub. And then when I was leaving, there was core water bottles in a fridge right next to the door.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need a new core water bottle. Why not? So I got one of those. Went and bought it. And the lady's like, "You want a bag?" 'Cause I got 2 of them. I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And they put them in the bag, and the lady made it up. And she goes, "Here you go. Now there's room too. You can put your sub in there." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I put it in there so I wouldn't be mean. But I'm like, why don't I want my hot sub sandwich with
fuck is she
heavy,
thinking?
cold bottles of water that's
Yeah.
gonna squish it and make it
You
colder?
should have
Yeah.
said something. You did a disservice to the next person that had your idea.
Yeah, it's 2v1. Like, at least if it was like one sandwich to one core water bottle, they would even out.
Yeah, I carried it to my truck, and as soon as I got there, I took it out immediately. I'm like, I can't do this.
That's silly.
If only
like,
you
she's
didn't have
trying
to
to
have
be
a
nice.
mask, you should just started eating it right then.
I would take a bite out of my core water bottle.
Oh man. All right, but yeah, Pepsi flavored Peeps.
They
They won't be on store shelves. They're doing sweepstakes to get them. So if you want to get them,
It's fucking gross.
the sweepstakes begins.
Good.
It began March 25th.
Every Pepsi flavor has not been good. Only cherry Pepsi is good.
Cherry Pepsi's good.
Cherry Pepsi is good.
Have you had?
I haven't had any like vanilla Pepsi.
Have you had vanilla Dr Pepper?
Yeah.
It's like
Vanilla
vanilla.
Dr.
It's like vanilla or vanilla cream soda or something
There's
like that.
vanilla cream Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
cream soda.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's real good.
Cherry Dr Pepper is really smooth
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah, I like
cherry
it.
Pepsi is good.
Yeah.
Have you ever had cherry? I want to say cherry Coke more than cherry Pepsi. I get cherry Coke sometimes, and like I'll open the bottle and take a drink, and it tastes like ladybugs.
Yeah.
You ever had that? It's just a weird flavor about
It's
it.
a weird
I think
aftertaste.
cherry Pepsi is better than cherry Coke.
Yeah, well, it's not
I
every
prefer
cherry
Coke
Coke
over
though.
Pepsi, but I think cherry Pepsi is better than cherry Coke.
Have you guys had the berry Pepsi?
I have.
It's like blueberries and
alright.
blackberries.
Yeah.
Like, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it more than the cherry. But cherry lime Coke is
I
the
used-
best.
I just get a Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi.
But it's only because my dad used to love Diet Pepsis.
Yeah.
And that's what was in our house.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I had. Oh, man, refreshing. You, like, have a Diet Pepsi in the pool, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Now I've had a few. I don't know. I like trying different combinations. I got cherry Dr Pepper from Wendy's or something like that one day. Actually, it's been 2 times now that I've done it, and it has like a.
Does it taste like soap?
It tastes like there's Dr Pepper, and then they mixed it with like cherry Sprite.
Oh.
And it has like this weird flavor in there, and I'm like, fuck, this ruined it. Guess I'll only drink it till my sandwich is done.
Bullshit.
Because like, I can get through more stuff when I'm eating food
Yeah.
with it.
Right.
And I'm like, well, this is just to wash it down with. But once I'm done with it, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want no more of this junk, whatever this
Yeah.
is.
I like to mix,
I'm so
like,
American.
whenever I go to Qdoba,
Yeah.
I like to mix the grape Sprite with grape Minute Maid. Oh, it's so good.
Why?
Because it gives it like a stronger fruity taste rather than like just this fizzy grape.
But it still has more carbonation because of the Sprite
Yeah.
than like what Minute Maid would.
I do like 2/3 Sprite and then like 1/3.
You got like a measurement for your concoction.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to like? I remember my mom. What you call them? Zombies or something like that. It would be like at a place, and like you just get like everything there into one cup.
Oh
And
yeah.
you're just like, all right. You got Speedway or 7-Eleven. Like, there's my drink. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, what do we call them? I used to like at summer camp. I used to work in like the snack shack,
Yeah.
and people would order those.
Really?
And like just get like a little bit of
A
everything.
little bit of everything is weird.
Yeah.
There's certain concoctions you can do when you get like just enough of this and then a little bit of that. And you're like, man, this tastes really good.
Yeah, gives it a little zip.
I think I used to do that at like pizza places when I worked there. Like maybe it was like, I don't know if it was Doughboys or not, but Little Caesars I did. I know. Like it would be like a little bit of this mixed with a little bit of that. It's like a new drink. It's revitalized.
Yeah.
As opposed to just here's the plain old Pepsi or whatever, you know.
Where's a good
Sometimes-
tin Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Mine is a tangent.
Oh,
So.
I used to like to mix a little bit of Mountain Dew with Sprite because it gave it more orangey citrus flavor rather than the lemon. I thought
Yeah.
it rounded it out well, but it makes it look like piss.
Well, now they have those Ferrari, like, isn't it Ferrari that makes those, like, dispensers now? And they just have, like, all these other options in there than what they used to. As opposed to, like, whenever you used to go to, like, Wendy's, it was like, well, here's 6 drinks.
Oh, yeah,
Now
no-
it's like push the button on this
Yeah.
machine. You
No,
get
that's what I'm talking about.
100
The Qdoba
different- Qdoba does the
has
same
one,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So you get so many options now.
Yeah.
There was a good 10 years where I didn't have any pop or soda. I remember because we grew up Christian, and I learned what Lent was for the first time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, that's an interesting idea. It's weak, though. Like, you only have to give it up for 40 days? I'll give up pop. Forever.
Forever.
And I didn't drink it for 10 years.
What did it taste like when you started again?
I still haven't drank Pepsi or Coke. I occasionally drink a ginger ale,
Yeah.
but that's all I've had since I was, I don't know, 12, 13, somewhere around there.
I wouldn't count ginger ale as a pop or a soda.
I wouldn't count club soda as a pop either.
Neither would I.
That stuff's
Even though
awful.
it says soda,
It's a lie.
lie.
That stuff's awful.
So bitter. It's like, have you guys ever drank like straight, like purified water,
Oh, like distilled water?
like distilled water?
I don't know.
It's like that, but fizzy. Like you can't help but get it all over your taste buds, and it's disgusting.
For those that are confused, pop is what we call soda.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
synonymous here.
Oh yeah. Wait, pop.
Earn brew, yes, I love earn brew.
I interchange them. Like
Yeah.
I've asked for both at a store
I've said
before
so.
and
Sure.
stuff. And
Normally, whenever
I think we're in a weird area where like Ohio kind of just you could be either one.
yeah.
Never say cola though.
I don't call it a Coke.
No.
I know
No.
like
RC cola.
like the Babo down in Georgia said that she used to just everything was Coke.
Everything's Coke. Yeah.
They were just Coke.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, that's weird.
I guess it's like Kleenex and tissue.
Yeah,
They
but
have a Kleenex?
how do you distinguish you want a Pepsi
Or like our parents calling everything Nintendo.
when you just
Well,
call it a Coke?
Yeah, you would say I like a Coke, please. And like, okay, what kind? Pepsi. That's
See,
what they do.
It'd be so weird to be like, hey, I want a Coke. And like, okay, what kind? I was like, a cherry Coke?
No,
New
whenever I
Coke?
ask for something, I call it by its title or name brand.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
it's not
I
a whole
don't
lot-
say like, can I get a pop? It's
Sure.
like, sure. What kind? It's like, no. Can I get a Sprite? Or
Well, and then you can also be like, I want a large drink.
yeah, I normally say a large drink, and it's like, okay, what do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do that.
I never, when you would go to a place and they'd be like, what kind of drinks do you have? Like, well, we have Coke products. Like, I was never like, well, I have those memorized.
Yeah,
I don't know. What were
it's
those?
like
Sprite,
they say
this,
Coke products is
okay.
like, okay, do you have Dr Pepper? No.
We only have
What
Coke.
about
We
what
have
about
Mr.
Mr.
Pibb.
Pibb?
God damn it.
Yeah.
The thing I would hate is when you say like, "What do you have this?" I'm like, "No, I said Coke products." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Everything is Coke products now, too. Like,
Is it?
the fast food joints, there's no Pepsis anywhere.
Doesn't talk about Pepsi.
Taco Bell's like the last one.
I don't know. I always
Just because of the Baja Blast.
I almost always get Dr Pepper, which is
Yeah.
great because Dr Pepper I don't think is Coke or Pepsi. I don't think it's owned by either one. I think Pibb is owned by Coke.
Yeah,
But-
they're independent, but I think they're bottled by Pepsi.
I don't know. I just know like there's been places where they have Coke
Think.
that also have Dr Pepper, and there's been places that have Pepsi that also have Dr Pepper. So I'm like, good. They could be anywhere.
Oh, Baja Blast is amazing. Love Baja Blast.
KFC has Pepsi.
There you go.
Yeah, what was it? I saw and someone said, never mind. I won't say it.
It's probably for the best if you react
Are
that
we-
way.
It was related to Taco Bell. It's like that might be that's the line. I'll stop.
Are we ready
Mr.
for
Pibb, it's
questions?
like off-brand
Yes.
Dr. Pepper.
We're so American that we talked about pop for a half hour.
All right, Lord K, what are your favorite cities in Indiana?
Oh,
Considering we're from there.
None of those cities.
Well, Indianapolis.
I like Indianapolis because that's where Gen Con is, and Gen Con's pretty cool.
That's where I went for the nationals for band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
it goes to
That
Indianapolis.
sounds really good.
I would say Indianapolis.
Easing. What are your favorite action tropes? What are your favorite romance tropes?
Action tropes and romance tropes.
Action trope would probably be like,
Things exploding that shouldn't.
yeah, probably.
That's
things
your
exploding that
favorite?
shouldn't.
I feel
Jumping out of explosions.
Yeah,
something
that's
so
pretty
rare
good.
that happens, but happens in every action movie.
I like things exploding that should explode, but way bigger than
Yeah.
is believable. Like a cell phone being like a brick of C4.
Sure.
Maybe using a gun or a punch to knock somebody out and not giving them brain damage, or like for
Yeah.
like this is your off button for a couple minutes while I tie you up. Like that's not how the world works. That's not how people work. But we just assume it is, and it's in everything.
Sure.
Like the difference in the same movie of a person being shot in the shoulder
Yeah.
and they're totally fine, but someone being shot like in the stomach
Yeah. There's like a line
or like in the leg or something like that.
There's a line like right here. If you're shot outside of it, you'll be fine by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Or like when the villain has the girl and he has like a hold of her.
Yeah.
And like for some reason she can't resist at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he-
She just turns into like a noodle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she like follows him. She walks with him instead of struggling.
I don't know what my favorite action trope would be. I'm trying to think what all they would like. What all there is. There's always like the, I don't know, like.
Every car
What
is a Hemi V8 with 400 horsepower.
What about the trope that like everything's bulletproof, right? Like
like
you
car
just, you
doors?
just flip a table over and like it's
Yeah.
bulletproof. You won't get shot. Like,
That's a good trope.
That's a good trope, right? Because like you don't want people to
Sure.
just die right away. They need to be able to take cover. Like that's a good one,
A
right?
highway scene where like people are fighting like on top of the car or on top of a truck, and the person driving has
No
reason-
idea?
No, not necessarily that. Just no reason not to just
Stop.
stop.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
It's
like
like
why are these truck drivers still driving? These are random truck drivers. They aren't the bad guy truck
pretty good.
drivers, you know?
We have a lot of action ones. Do we have any romance ones?
What about the people who hate each other that fall in love? That's a
No,
trope,
yeah,
right?
that
Yeah.
was gonna be mine. Like Stardust, they started out just hating each other's guts and just fighting all the time.
So
but
it has to be them in particular, not like Romeo and Juliet style thing where the families hate each other.
no, yeah,
No.
like two characters that they're at odds in the beginning,
Sure.
and they have to work together, and then they start realizing that I actually care.
Well, and even then, sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's also like you'll have them where like they are enemies, but then they meet each other not knowing who each other are.
Yeah.
And they start to like each other. Then they realize who each other are. Then they hate each other.
Yeah.
But then they come back together in the end anyway. Like,
You know-
Hitch is kind of like that a
yeah.
little bit.
Well, legitimately, my favorite trope on that is sequels to love stories, and they're always broken up because
Oh,
they have
no.
a
Yeah.
rocky foundation.
That's not
and
true.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
That's not true.
It's
What
almost always true.
What about
true a lot.
damn, what's that? It's the Prince. Oh man, it has the girl from iZombie in it. And they have like the royal baby, and there's like the royal, like there's like the prince baby. There's three of them. They're together, and all three.
I don't know.
Boss
there is-
Baby?
No,
It's a good example. Though.
someone knows what it is. I don't know. What is it?
No, that doesn't happen in.
What's her name?
The prince that was promised?
iZombie had what was her name? Fuck. Can't think of her name.
If you had
Rose
to fight-
MacGyver.
I think my
Okay,
favorite.
but what's the movie?
I'm working on it here. I got Google.
A Christmas
A
Prince?
Christmas Prince, and then they had a sequel called A Christmas Prince Becoming Royal, and then they had another sequel called A Christmas Prince The Royal Baby.
I don't know if that disproves the trope of a movie I'd never heard of that you couldn't remember.
But you know what it does do though is I'm pretty sure in the beginning of Christmas Prince she didn't know that was a prince. That's another one, right? It's like
Sure.
the guy who's like rich or the girl who's a princess or whatever,
Yeah.
and they have to like dumb themselves down or pour themselves up or whatever you want to call it, so that they can not be falling in love by their money but by themselves.
Yeah.
Coming to America was that same story, right? I'm not a prince. Like he's like, we must live poor and all that stuff. Like that's a common trope in romance. It's like.
I think my favorite is like when they keep almost meeting, like one of them gets on the train and like the train doors close and they can't get to each other.
Yeah.
Like, that sort of thing.
That's pretty good.
I like
That's
that.
good stuff.
Let's see. Rick, heard you were an AEW fan. What are your thoughts on this week's episode? I haven't watched wrestling in a little while, so I don't know.
Because he says it's bad.
No.
Not AEW. He's that way on WWE.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point too.
Hmm?
Someone's saying the fake relationship idea. Like how many movies where they
Like
have
the proposal.
yeah, is that the Sandra Bullock one?
Yep.
Where like she just takes a guy to like, hey, my parents need to think that I have a boyfriend, so you're
Yeah.
gonna come with me and pretend that you're engaged, and but then they fall in love by the end of the movie, kind of thing.
Everything she wanted was already there.
Huh?
What?
Nothing.
Is that a quote from something? You just...
I'm just doing a trailer
Oh, okay.
for.
Oh, I gotcha.
I know you mentioned the cartoon Jackie Chan Adventures a few times before. Have you all seen it? If you could pick one of the 12 talismans, which one would you pick?
I have not seen it.
No
Who
idea.
asked this?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who asked this?
James.
James.
I am familiar with the cartoon, but I did not watch it enough to have any idea what the 12 Talismans are.
I have seen it, but I cannot remember much about it at all. Including naming any of the 12 talismans.
I would probably say the snake talisman.
Yeah, because he turned into animals.
Oh,
right?
really? Are they based on like the
The
Is
Chinese
there a-
zodiac.
Is there a bird? Like
Well-
a proud bird.
I don't know. I
Like a
already
bird of
closed out
prey.
the window that had a list of talismans from Jackie
Dang
Chan
it.
Adventures.
Well,
I don't know.
what?
I don't know any
Eric.
others.
I asked you an important question. Rooster, that can't
Yeah,
fly.
it looks like they're all the Chinese zodiac, like the Chinese New Year and all that, like
Gotcha.
what those are, right? Rooster, ox, snake, rabbit. Is that one? Is that one of the
Yeah.
Chinese zodiac?
Yeah.
Rabbit, sheep, dragon, rat, horse, monkey, dog, pig, tiger.
It's got to be dragon then.
So
Dragon can fly.
Yeah, the closest bird you have is a rooster, so you can be a rooster.
no,
Calvin.
not going to be a
That's
cock.
a good one. All right, Calvin has no. I will be the. Did Rick? You said snake.
No, I would say rat because Yuki for life.
What?
Yes.
You took a dragon. What'd you take, Eric?
Snake.
You took the snake.
Yep.
Oh, I'll be a
Good reference, Rick.
monkey.
No, go back. I want to be
Oh, they all
monkey.
have a power associated with them
What
too.
are the powers, Aaron?
Rooster has levitation and telekinesis. Ox has super strength. Oh yeah, you didn't take that one, did you?
I didn't know there were powers. I thought you just turned into the animal.
Snake has invisibility. A rabbit has super speed. A sheep has astral projection. The dragon has combustion. The rat has animation, whatever that necessarily means. A horse has healing and / regeneration. The monkey has shape shifting. A dog, immortality / rejuvenation. Heat vision for the pig.
Huh?
And spiritual balance for the
Wait a minute.
tiger.
Why
Okay.
Oh,
does a horse have healing?
I'm going to be
Those fuckers
chicken.
break their legs and you shoot them.
That's
That's not good.
because they need healing. They need that.
Not that I had. I say
Sure,
you should
Hollow.
do that. But that's
Healthy,
what they're known for.
healthy as a horse, right? I'm as healthy as a
Sure.
horse.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going
I've
to go
seen
with
some
the
very
cock
unhealthy horses.
now.
Because you want levitation to
I
telekinesis.
want levitation
Were you like,
telekinesis.
ah, they can't fly. Fuck it.
Well, they can't. In real life, they can flap. They can glide.
I watched a video where it was like 5-10 minutes of just kids running away from roosters chasing them. And it was just so funny. All right. Well, we learned some stuff about Jackie Chan.
All right. Alicia says, I felt fine with the Johnson & Johnson for several hours, at least 8 hours until I felt rough.
Gotcha.
So, maybe.
Eric Dib says, I thought they just got sent to a different farm. My whole life is a lie.
I'll take care of half these questions. If it is, will you react to? The answer is maybe.
Yep.
Actually, today the answer is no.
All right.
No, today the
I'll
answer
keep
should be
these and make a
yes,
list then.
right?
Yep.
We'll say, yes, that's what's coming out Monday.
Yeah.
The answer is yes to all of those.
Yes, you'll see it Monday.
That answer is both of the new slots.
Eddie, who is a villain you'd like to see show up in the MCU? I think Doctor Doom is my favorite Marvel villain.
Doctor Doom, Kraven the Hunter.
You would know that by watching any of the movies, but he's pretty good.
A villain. Have we ever had
Fisk.
Spider-Man against the Chameleon?
Cider
I
Man.
think so.
Is that hard cider?
That'd be a good one, right? That'd be interesting.
I would drink
Spider-Man,
that.
not Cider-Man.
Oh.
Cider-Man. Cider-Man. What was this? That's a terrible.
Dude, I
power.
want Condiment King and then like a hardcore, grounded, real Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would tell us
Yep.
about mustard. And,
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah. More people prefer ketchup.
no, and you can take him seriously because he's grounded.
Yeah.
Like, this one is full of blood and this one's pee.
That's the grounded mother. I want some Cider-Man. Dude, I like. Someone asked because of the Jackie Chan stuff. Do you guys have a favorite Jackie Chan movie?
Rumble in the Bronx.
That's
Is that
probably
the one where he jumps onto the
that's probably mine.
hovercraft? Which one's
That's
that?
the one with the hovercraft. Yes.
That one.
I haven't seen it, but based on your guys' opinions of it, probably that one.
It's probably one of my favorites.
Foreigner was amazing.
It's back in his Foreigner was pretty good, but it wasn't like
It wasn't super.
it wasn't
stunt
prime
heavy.
Jackie, and it was
Yeah.
also more American movie. Whereas
Yeah.
like Rumble in the Bronx, I felt like was much more like you got to see a lot of what was going on. It was more Jackie, like how Jackie wants to make movies. You know,
What's the one that he fought with a ladder?
when he fought with a ladder.
Remember that? He fought with a fucking ladder, and it was one of the best things you ever seen.
Is that the one when it's open and he closes it? And
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't do that in a few movies.
No.
There's one
Jason
remember one
Statham
fight.
did that
specifically.
in Driver.
I think you're thinking of WrestleMania 10 with Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon.
They wish.
There's
they could
one
do the moves he
specifically
did.
I'm thinking of where like he was wearing like all white or something, wasn't he?
I don't remember. Police Story? That sounds like it could be it. No. Like, look up Jackie Chan fights with ladder. It's one of the best goddamn pieces of choreography I've seen in my life.
I think it's also Rumble in the Bronx
It's
with the ladder.
inventive. It's funny. It makes so much sense.
just
You
Medra.
know exactly what's happening.
Oh, this one here, he's wearing the yellow one. It's this
Yeah.
one, right?
First Strike.
First Strike is what it is. I think that is a Police Story, right? Because there's a Police Story one where they kept changing the names.
Yeah, he's wearing yellow. I remember that.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan fights with ladder. It's the best ladder fight you've ever seen.
How does Drunken Master rank on the Rumble
It's
in the
really
Bronx?
good.
Man,
ladder?
I don't remember it too much. It was pretty good. That was one that I've seen. I was trying to find more Jackie Chan movies and where I could stream and watch them from
Yeah.
because
I need
was-
to watch more of them because they're all
God
really good.
Damn, I'm
But-
just watching this. It's amazing.
Okay, here's the thing. A lot of Jackie Chan movies, though, like a lot of the story elements and stuff they have are so ridiculous and silly.
Good.
But they have some really good fights
Hey,
in them.
the stunts make it not matter.
Like, there's one where, man, what the hell was that? The Spy Next Door I watched that had Jackie Chan in it.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like a guy who's not trying to be a spy anymore, living next door to this woman who has 2 kids. Freaking, what's his name? George Lopez, right? The comedian.
Yeah.
He's like
Sure.
running a secret agency and stuff. He has like his tech guy who's like Billy Ray Cyrus. like it's just a weird movie as a whole. But like there's a few cool fight scenes that he has in it. But that one was just there's some that are just kind of crazy. There's one I love a fight in it. It's where he's like a millionaire trash guy or something like that, and he's trying to like woo this woman, but he ends up fighting with like this really good boxer guy. I
I
forget what
haven't
it's
seen
called.
enough of his movies.
It's a really weird one.
Like I've seen a lot of compilations of like scenes from his movies.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched a lot of his movies.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of movies or compilations of movies that have ripped off Jackie Chan stunts.
I love every time he hurts his fingers.
Well, I love when he hurts something. He just always
Yeah.
rubs it.
That's the
Rub away
best
the
thing about
pain.
his choreography. He is the trope of barely jumping out of the explosion. He is that in all of his choreography. He is just barely not dying.
Yeah.
If
So
every
great.
bat
And it's
swing,
not about looking badass. It's not about looking like the toughest guy in the room. It's about barely surviving.
yeah,
It is.
If every bat swing was an explosion, he is jumping out of it.
Yeah.
But Rumble in the Bronx has some of my favorite like Jackie Chan fights and stuff in there too that are like they're just really good.
All right, we started a little late, so I'll get to a few more questions before I get to bits and donations. Cody, being in Southern Ohio, have you guys tried ski?
Ski.
I believe it's some sort of drink. I've not,
Ski.
nor have I heard of it.
Ohio ski.
Like the sport.
There is like a Sprite looking thing. Ski is a citrus soda made from real orange and lemon juice. It's manufactured by a double cola company. The double cola company.
I've heard of the Double Cola Company.
But I don't know what it is. No, I have not.
What other cola do they make? Because I think I've had that cola. If it is the same.
Squirt. Vault.
Vault sounds
I
familiar.
don't know. It just,
They also make-
Sun Drop, Squirt, and Vault is related.
No, those are. I think those are related products because those are definitely not all made
I
by
just
the
wanted to
same.
say something and you'd be like, yeah. I'm like, haha, I made that up.
Well, I was googling it too.
Yeah, no, don't know.
Never Lose Your Nerd asks, what's y'all's most disliked movie and band that is widely liked by most? Mine is Forrest Gump and Rush.
Rush.
Ooh,
That's what
Rush
never-
is a good band.
Oh, that's a
says-
band?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the band.
I
Rush.
thought you meant
It's a band.
like a van. Like, no more. It's not allowed. It's banned.
Oh.
Oh,
Like I thought that's what he meant. So okay.
No.
banned by most.
Most disliked movie and banned.
Well, mine's gonna be one where like everyone's gonna be like, "What?" Mine was
Yeah,
the
Christmas.
Beatles.
Oh,
The Beatles.
Christmas Story, right?
That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, and Christmas Story. Yeah, that's definitely a good one where like most people like it, and I'm just
That's
like,
your
I
most
hate that.
disliked the Beatles?
Movie. Most disliked movie or
Beatles.
just like band? I
Band.
mean, I don't necessarily dislike them. I just
It's your most disliked.
I don't like
That
them.
Seems like it's necessary.
yeah, but I thought am I picking a popular one or just?
You're picking your least favorite
Widely
that is
liked by
liked by
most.
most.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably my
I guess
least
that
favorite
works.
band that most people like. It's not my least favorite band, if that's what the question is.
Wouldn't it be anyone with Bob Dylan
No, not necessarily.
to balance out the other side of the room?
No,
I mean,
no,
I feel
no,
like
no.
Beatles are more widely liked than Bob
I think they
Dylan.
are too.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that's one of my like.
But have they won more awards?
And
Probably not.
There's also there's a few songs from the Beatles that I like. It's just
Yeah.
the majority of their songs I just don't care for as much.
I'm-
But everyone's always like, "Oh, it's so good," and I'm like, "That's good for you," but I just don't like them as much.
I don't really have like a singular band. I dislike songs that have singers that like throw their voices ridiculously. Like
do a bunch of, like,
fucking just sing
scales
it.
and
Quit
shit.
doing that. I
So
don't
you,
care.
you don't like Shakira?
No, not really.
So you hate everyone that sings the national anthem at sports
Yeah.
things?
I mean, generally, yeah. When they just like, there's 3 notes, not 12. You know, have some damn respect. Man died for this. You know, but yeah. So I don't have like a band though. In terms of movies, I actively dislike the Transformers movies.
I'm right there with you.
Probably.
I'm also there with you on Christmas Story.
Oh, Christmas Story? No fucking way.
Mine might be Kingsman though. Maybe. Because it's pretty well liked, right?
I mean,
Like Christmas Story is a well-made movie. I feel like Transformers is not well made. I don't know. Sorry.
I can't even tell you the story of Christmas Story. I got so annoyed with it, I just don't even watch it. You know, I just saw too many of the same scenes over and over. And I'm
Hey,
like,
it
I'm
sounds
done.
like your fault, not his fault.
Why is it my fault? I wasn't trying to watch them over
Turn
and
the
over.
channel.
I was a kid. I don't have control of the TV when I'm a kid.
You have kids; they don't stick around and watch it, do you?
Yeah, but I was.
You
I
said
don't
they
know.
just leave.
Well,
Just
as I
leave.
said, I've seen too many of the same scenes because I would leave. I didn't
so
sit and
many
watch the whole movie
amazing
all day
scenes.
long.
I haven't seen the Bumblebee movie, so I know that that's exempt.
As far as bands go, I'm not sure. It'd probably be a country band that I can't think of. But
A country band.
yeah, it is like widely liked.
There's not a whole lot of country bands. It's usually like single singers.
I suppose that's true.
I mean, there's like
Kind of, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Lady A.
Lady Antebellum.
Yeah.
The Dixie Chicks.
Dixie
they were
Chicks.
a band,
Sure.
right?
Well, they broke up and are singles now. Did they get back
I
together?
don't know.
No idea.
I don't really listen to music that I don't like
Lone
enough
Star.
to
Lone Star was
know
one.
which ones I don't like. You know?
I don't like auto-tune. So like any of that.
Don't like auto-tune.
Yeah. There's something about it. That's why I like Bob Dylan so much.
I think most countries probably like duos though.
Well,
right?
you can tell he doesn't use auto tune.
Like I think most country music stuff done with duos. If it's not a single person, a lot of times it's duos, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a guy and a girl, or two guys, or maybe two girls. I don't know, whatever like grouping is. But there's a few bigger groups. But I think most of the time, like Brooks and Dunn, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just two guys. Like is that a band, or it's just that's Brooks and that's Dunn?
I mean, the band is named after the two leads. Brooks
Yeah.
and
It would
Dunn.
generally be like there's Brooks and Dunn, and then there's the Brooks and Dunn band, and it's 5 guys behind them.
like
Yeah.
Paul McCartney and the Wings.
Yeah.
Well, those poor guys.
The Charlie Daniels
They
band.
they lifted him up to where he made it too, and they get none of the credit. What's their names? No one knows.
The best band name is The Band.
I mean,
band.
they got lifted up because he
of
was
Paul
Paul
McCartney?
McCartney from the Beatles.
There's a band called The Band.
Yeah. Bob Dylan toured with them.
Oh my gosh, Rick.
I mean, they're just great on their own, too.
I started
That's
to search
like
for him. I
your
gave it.
grandpa that has a dog named Dog.
Yeah, there's a great documentary about him. Is it called It's not called The Last Dance, because that's
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. But it's The Last Something.
The
And
Last
it's a really
Hurrah.
good documentary.
Gotcha.
The Last Supper.
no, I think that's something
Not
else
it.
too.
That's something else.
Someone said auto tune is great. Someone else said auto tune is the worst.
I feel like something didn't refresh, because we got several of these questions last week. I feel like from the same people. And I feel like we answered them. Like,
Did you hit return all and then save?
No.
Or did you hit return all and then close the window?
any other?
Shannon Melissa says, I've listened to Bob Dylan and I've tried to get into him, but I can't. Sorry, Rick.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Lord K said, "Fuck Blind Wave. They think they can take our note taken."
I didn't see that. All right, let's get to bits and donations. There's a few. And there's always some questions in here, too. Jim Rink, 9 months. Woohoo, 9 months. Subiversary. Keep being awesome, guys. Super hyped for Eric's Schmodown debut.
Yeah.
When is that?
That is April 9th.
Yeah, next week.
It'll be,
week
next
and a half.
Friday.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yep, it should be premiering on the Schmodown Entertainment Network, so you can watch it live. And you should. You should make it the most viewed rookie match of the season. That's what you should do.
That's what you should do.
That's what I should do.
Yeah.
You're just watching it constantly.
Yep.
Just on repeat.
Yep.
Just can you put a YouTube video on repeat? You
I
can't,
don't
can you?
think so.
You can put it on a playlist and then have that playlist loop
Repeat.
play.
Le Croissant is right. The Last Waltz was the documentary.
La
I was trying to think
Croissant?
of.
Yeah.
Le croissant.
And you totally
Lay.
you can hit the loop button on a.
Is there a loop button on
video,
YouTube?
yeah. I do it all. I used to do it all the time with music for streams and stuff.
Sure.
Yep.
So there's a button that just auto plays in a loop. I know there's always like a replay button.
There's
At
there's
least
like a
my desktop
replay
one
button
here
at
is-
the end, and there's like an auto play that
I
will
thought they
play
took
the next
loop button out.
right
Because I used to do
recommended
that,
video.
but
Yeah.
I can no longer do it.
Weird.
Yeah.
It used to be there, but again, YouTube has never made a change that has been good.
It might be a premium only thing
has
too.
fixed things.
Maybe.
It might be a YouTube.
Maybe.
Yeah, they changed it from red, didn't they? Probably a wise choice.
Chronic Reaper subscribed for 3 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you go on a YouTube video and right-click on it on desktop, you can hit loop. At least I can.
Are you in the premium one though?
Maybe.
Yeah, that might be it. Miss Timmy Fantastico resubscribed for 23 months. The normies are reacting to Bridgerton. Amazing.
Eric, did you have a time for on the 9th that you know of? Like, is there a time they launched that? Someone was asking.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nope.
Okay.
Just keep your eye out. I'll retweet on my Twitter or Blindwith's Twitter or just
Some Twitter.
The Schmodown.
What is your Twitter handle?
At Eric Whiteley.
I can't remember
I
that.
got on Twitter very early. I got on Twitter and then didn't use Twitter for like 6 years.
Evie was trying to Google me,
Yeah.
and she kept getting Ricky Martin. Obviously,
Martin.
because that's what you're going to get.
That's the thing. I
That's
feel
great.
like there's probably not a ton of Eric Whiteleys. But there's a Ricky Martin, there's another Ricky Martin, and there's already like several Aaron Elliott's. It's hard to look up me.
Yeah, you can. There's a decent amount.
Of Eric Whiteleys?
Yeah. Just in the world, you mean?
I feel like Martin is a very common
there's
surname.
way more Rick Martins, but there's.
I'm just saying, if I Google Eric Whiteley, I find things that link to you
Sure.
immediately. If I
I'm
Google
just really famous.
Like, you're the only Whiteley I've ever known, but I've known
I don't know any other
dozens
Whiteleys.
of Martins that we're not related to.
There's Rose Huntington Whiteley.
that's not an Eric Whiteley.
But I'm just no. He said Whiteleys. I wasn't responding to you. Not everything's about you, Aaron.
you looked at me when you said it. But if I look up Aaron Elliott, I find one of me, and there's a whole bunch of other Aaron Elliott's. I'm like, who the hell are these guys? But they're Aaron Elliott.
Kata Gaming, yes,
Look.
we're reacting to Invincible. It's coming out Monday.
Here's proof of another Eric Whiteley. He died. And here's his obituary.
What? Obituary?
So
There could be only one.
I guess it's proof that there's one less. Rest
Wait,
in
Eric,
peace.
that's yours.
Rest in peace, friend.
No!
There's an Eric Whiteley that's a driver at Westwood Industries.
How are you finding this?
Google page 2.
Well, that's not. You're feeding my point though.
What are you talking about?
If
There's
you
no
search
others-
each of us individually,
Yeah.
yours is the first page.
Oh yeah, I'm
Whereas-
absolutely the most. But to say that there are none is ridiculous.
I
I'm
can't
just
find any others than me.
Calvin Grubb might be a lot more like
Yeah.
rare of a name,
Yeah.
you know. But like there's a lot of Aaron Elliott's.
Famous birthdays, they get all the information wrong, but it's my picture.
Well, you got that going for you.
There's an Eric Whiteley that plays at Rugby Union Players ESPN. They ain't me.
Like here's a LinkedIn for Aaron. I even typed in Aaron L. Elliott, And on the first page is still like Aaron Elliott, co-founder, WV Health Partners, LinkedIn. That's not me.
Adam2Y in our chat said, "My name is Eric Whiteley."
See? There you go.
I Eric Whiteley.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's another LinkedIn Aaron, who's a senior director of global head of treasury operations,
Yeah.
Bungie North America, treasurer at Bungie. But that Bungie has no I in it, so I don't think it's Bungie.
Oh, it's Bunge.
I'm sure.
It's not.
Or
It's not Halo Bungie, right?
no, or it's Bungie. I don't know. No, it's not Halo Bungie. There's no I.
Night Owl Lenny subscribed for 32 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you.
Captain. Do you have something else?
No.
Captain Texas, 100 bits. Will there be a big TV poll, like a survey? There will be.
Yep, it'll be coming.
At some point.
Watch for it Monday.
Yeah. Captain Texas, 100 bits. Did you guys see that the Normies started the Clone Wars series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Serge contacted me at one point and he's like, "So what order should we do it in?" Chronological.
And did they listen?
They did. They did the movie first, but they are doing now in chronological.
So they did not.
Captain Texas, 100 bits. You guys should watch the Invincible series.
I told you. It's coming out Monday.
Tintin Who resubscribed for 21 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tintin.
Thank you.
Camera Tejas, 100 bits. Bits for my favorite reactors, the Normies.
The normies.
Thank you.
Jamie subscribed for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Karen Sita, 100 bits. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
B Hart subscribed for the first time.
Thank you, B Hart.
Thank you.
Brett resubscribed for 23 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Josh resubscribed for 12 months. Rick, the Dune RPG PDF is out. Remember, the spice must flow.
Ooh, thank you for the year.
Well, I have a feeling I'll be playing that Saturday.
Or it's a joke.
It could be.
No.
Hey, the Dune board game was reprinted.
Was it?
Thought that was never, ever going to happen.
Wow.
Super Jordan cheered 250 bits. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Jordan.
you.
Fluffy subscribed for the first time.
Thank
you,
you.
Fluffy. Hilding cheered 200 bits. Weekly loving.
Thank you, Hilding.
Thwartleby, 5 bits. How long has emote only been on, Pong?
I think we had it on for about half an hour.
B Duke City Pixel resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
T-Pain resubscribed for 4 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Del Belfine subscribed for the first time. Thank you very much. Chaos Theory, 100 bits. Calvin is right. Lock on mechanics in games is BS.
Thank you for your support. You are greatly appreciated.
I guess Calvin
And
doesn't.
needed,
I guess in
because
flight
it's so
games,
little.
that's why Calvin would die in squadrons, because he wouldn't lock on and shoot missiles.
That's what happened.
You got to dumbfire them or you can't use them.
No, if it's a mechanic
Calvin's
of
turning off his
the
target
radar,
computer like Luke, but he doesn't have the force.
Yeah.
Just packs on the side.
that's
Damn
what it is. Like, if I get more kills than you, it's because I'm doing way
That's
better.
what it
Because I'm using dumbfire missiles.
Dumbfire.
Calvin, what's wrong? You turn off your targeting computer. Fuck
It's
you.
all right. I'm
Get out of
okay.
here. I'm leaving. You
Should have
sleep.
put it in to begin with. Ravager 21 subscribed for the first time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravager.
Thank you.
Jess Light Dark resubscribed for 14 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a bunch of exercises. You might want to
1,
start looking at those, Aaron.
2, I have them open.
Step in, 200 bits, another day, another dollar, as the saying goes. Here, have some bits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
3, 4, I have 40 squats. Calvin, you have squats.
Oh, do I?
Squats for Calvin for that April Fool's joke with the show. Squats, Aaron, because I keep trying to redeem these squats and they are always on cooldown. Well, that you know what that means. Squats, Aaron. French's mustard is not mustard. That's what we call American mustard. Ha ha ha. All right. Squats, Aaron, just because.
Now-
Squats for Aaron. Hashtag damn it, Aaron.
Now we should have a competition of which one is better, like European mustard or catsup.
Catsup. Catsup.
All right, let me get my squats. I got 40 squats.
All right. Rudy Martinez resubscribed for 43 months.
Thank you, Raul.
Thank
Thank you. Jimmy Flamingo resubscribed for 12 months. 1 year wasting my Prime sub on you guys. How do I get my money back?
Thank you. You don't.
Well, you're
Thank
paying it to
you.
Amazon anyway.
Yep.
If it
got
makes it
free
feel
shipping.
better, we only get half, thereabouts.
How many have you done, Aaron?
30.
I lost count.
I'm at 12 right now.
Okay, I think I did enough.
Tanster resubscribed for 26 months. There was no giant Bebo in Godzilla vs. Kong. 2 out of 10.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed. Wouldn't have been out of place.
No. Pete Kachu gifted 5 subs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Santonio Jones, 5 bits. OMG, I made it to my first live cast. It's your local friendly cable man. Who needs HBO? Just kidding, just kidding.
Do you guys never know anybody that had like pirated cable?
I did not.
Met a technician who, when he was installing my internet,
Yeah.
said that for $100 cash, he could hook up like cable
Yeah.
for free. But like he didn't want me to tell anybody. I said, no, I don't want TV. Just do my internet, make sure it works.
When I first moved into the Third Street house, we had cable for like 3 weeks, and then it got shut off.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ours.
Sure.
It was just there.
Yeah, it was like
We're
the
like,
previous
wow,
people
free.
that forgot to shut it off or
Yeah.
whatever. Or they finished out the month.
Yep.
Shannon Melissa, 25 bits. My favorite April Fool's Day was in 2013 when everyone on Tumblr changed their icon to one of the supernatural actor Misha Collins and edited her face on every picture uploaded that day. It was coined the Mishapolis, the Misha-apocalypse?
Misha Apocalypse.
Misha-apocalypse.
Nice.
The entire dashboard was just pictures of Misha Collins or Photoshop pictures of him on others.
Nice.
I approve.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Misha Collins is. My gosh, I just had his name.
Castiel.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
You just did his voice.
Yes.
All right. I have.
Raise you from perdition.
Jeez.
The Shepherd tipped $1. You guys planning on watching Invincible by Robert Kirkman?
No. Yes.
Calvin?
Monday.
Actually, he tipped it twice because he didn't see it show up.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I have push-ups, Aaron, for not getting vaccinated. Push-ups for Aaron because emote-only chat. Push-ups for Aaron because he didn't get a vaccine. Again, twice.
Yep.
Push-ups for Aaron. He created April Fool's Day. Push-ups, Aaron, because why not?
Wow.
dang.
So you got to give push-ups to people who got it because you got to keep the movement.
Sit-ups, yeah, right. You're supposed to like work your arm more, right?
Yeah,
after you get it.
Got to pump it.
That's why Rick's been trying to do stuff.
Pump,
He's
pump
like,
it
please
up,
give me some
pump it
push-ups
up."
so I can help it.
Pump the jam.
Sit-ups for Eric. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
10, 20, 30, 40.
Is there any more for me, Aaron?
hairy arms right now.
I've seen a couple attempted
okay?
redeems, but I think
fine.
they've
Yeah.
all been on cooldown.
What if one of the hairs gets pushed into with the needle and I have an ingrown hair?
You got to get shaved, and you also have to remove any tattoos.
Okay.
Full body.
Sit-ups.
You have 10 sit-ups. Oh, man, I got 50 push-ups.
Alex Coffee resubscribed for 7 months. Love you guys. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Huh? No, I guess not.
Shannon Melissa, 25 bits. Speaking of good bands, if you want a really good one to get into, check out OK Goodnight. The main vocalist is Casey Lee Williams, the singer for the Ruby soundtrack. I've been listening to them a lot lately.
Cool.
Sounds good. I think one of them was involved in some of the Devil May Cry 5 songs as well.
Yeah.
I want to say, because the name looks familiar, and I know they did Ruby, but I feel like something similar was involved in that. Chris Lynn resubscribed for 11 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey Hydro, 500 bits. We are all Eric Whiteley.
Aww.
There you go.
I'm Spartacus.
I am Spartacus.
And the last one that I have is Disabled Durag, subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Aaron's finishing out his exercises. I will maybe look at some more questions. Also, be sure to come back and join us tomorrow because we are going to be continuing our run of Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green Randomizer. We're having a race Although I already beat the game last week. You can check out those VODs over at our official Blind Wave Archive YouTube channel.
Yep.
And you can see the highlighted version on our main channel as well.
Calvin, you have put sit-ups.
Okay.
It says, Calvin, best only mustard is Coleman's, UK here.
I've had many kinds of mustard, so I don't believe that that's the only mustard.
Saturday, I am going, since I beat The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, I'm going to stream Astro's Playroom on Saturday. And then we will see what comes after that. I expect to beat it in one stream.
I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I might be within a month of beating it.
I'm okay here.
Maybe.
Dilly Diamonds, do you have any advice for starting a reaction channel? How to get subs? How to not get copyright notices? LOL.
I'll trade you push-ups for sit-ups.
Make your videos fun to watch and for people to, be consistent as much as possible, so people get into like a kind of like a groove. You want consistency of people coming back, So don't focus on things you don't like, at least in the beginning. Focus on things that you like, and try to have a fun personality on camera. Also, react to very popular shows in the beginning and get them out as soon as possible.
Or at least
Trailers.
consistently.
Yeah.
Crashing Coyote said Godzilla vs. Kong made $9.6 million on its opening day last night. So it must have been in several theaters.
Okay.
At least. You guys done with your exercises?
Yeah.
All right, that does it. Be sure to come back tomorrow for Pokemon. We gotta catch them all, or just beat the game.
We gotta catch at least 10.
Yeah, if we want to get flat.
Gotta get Flash.
Thanks, guys. We will see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good Thursday.